Yo. Go ahead, Sharon. You got it, Sharon.
Let's go!
He had to get it out. He had to get it out. Thank you for letting him get it out. Yo, what up? It's your man's Izzy Bands, aka Israel Mills. You know the drill. This is Tough Talk with Thursday show. Let's go. Hey, we pray our sister Rogue C feel much better, much prayer, much love out to our little sister Rogue C. Get better soon, sis.
Yeah, get well, Roxy, and show so to everybody watching. Make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe, hit all the buttons at the same time. Appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you show some support. You know what I'm saying? Support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean?
Support. Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Good day, LA. How you doing today?
Great day, LA.
Doing good. Get done running around. What we talking about today? What's our tough talk?
Ooh.
We're talking about black people being replaced by tethers. I know Sharon is itching for Sharon to see it.
Are they being replaced, displaced, erased, or just need our space? What's going on? What's happening?
What do you mean by replaced?
They are trying to replace the Black American with all these other things and trying to bottle us up as one thing. We tried it once upon a time and it didn't work. I'm sorry. We tried it. We tried to put the whole diaspora and said, we shall overcome. It ain't work. Now we got to separate ourselves and say, hey, Guyanese over there, chicken curry, and then we got the Jamaican over there. They say curry chicken, so now they always have an argument. Which doctor say chicken curry? The Jamaican says curry chicken. Now they gotta have a fight. They gotta fight their own battle. We are not in it anymore. So which one is it? Which doctor is it? Chicken curry or curry chicken?
When you say we're not in their battle, what do you mean? Because battles that we had in Guyana growing up, what battles would you? What are you talking about?
What we're talking about is the battles here. So the problem is that we don't even know that the criminal stats is all FBA, and that's the issue. So we get lumped in with that whole
the criminal status.
The criminal status. A lot of they don't separate the criminal status. The Guyanese, the Jamaican, the so you know, all the different diaspora of us as black folks, because we are all, you know, we all come from a lot of different places, you know what I'm saying?
But why do they say black or African American on the stats if they're not separating it?
So what I'm saying, if me and you do a crime and I get caught and I say, hey, witch doctor, come out the tree, we got caught. Once we go through the process and everything, they gonna put us on the black side of this the block, you know what I'm saying?
Of the statistics.
Right.
But if let's say you did a crime where I'm from, you're gonna add to the black statistics of the crime. They don't got a specific demographic for nationality. The demographic is by how they could visually identify you. Is not a nationality demographic.
And that's why we gotta separate, because that's it. No, we gotta say, hey, it got tether criminals and then it got FBA criminals. Because guess what? I think that is more tether criminals than FBA criminals out there. All I'm saying, Brooklyn is filled with a lot of listen, all I'm saying is that, hey, I love Casanova. Watch your mouth, I'll knock your teeth out. All that fire. But he's a goddamn tether criminal. He ain't an FBA criminal.
Where Casanova from?
I believe Guyana.
I thought he was born in America and raised in America. What the hell?
That boy Tether Talk. Maybe this episode should be called Tether Talk.
Nope, don't do it.
Don't steal my ideas. Don't do it. Don't do
it.
Because Sharon, you're not FBA. That's number one. Sharon is not FBA.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Is I'm not sure if is FBA, probably partially FBA. So I don't know what Sharon is doing. It seems like another grift of his.
I'm definitely, but that's the truth of the matter, though. Doc, is that's why we're gonna moving forward. We have to figure out a way to separate the people that come from different nations that are black versus the FBA black. So this way we can get the crime statistics proper. We can get the unemployment statistics proper. We can get the who's married and who's not proper, because we all understand as well that a lot of Caribbean people, they also don't trust the government sanction of marriage. They believe
Married.
for a very long time. However, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to do it the legal way unless they marry their cousin to get them
Oh no! What the freak? Wait, hold on.
Well, I
What
think we
is
better
happening?
we better end up
This is going
mudslinging.
on. Where this is going
yeah,
on.
they
Yo,
Yeah,
listen. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Time out. Wait, no. Hold on. Listen, I think you've done enough. Hold on for a second. What I'm saying is this: I think that separation is the problem. Like, we're too separated, and life in America is a team sport. Like, it used to be a time, like you alluded to, where we took serious people that looked like us, no matter where they was from. We identified and recognized where they're from, and we respected it. At the same time, we treated them like our brothers and sisters. And the truth is, we need each other. We gotta stop. We do figure out all kinds of ways to fight each other. Curry chicken or chicken curry. God dog. I rep this flag, you rep that flag. Red, blue, women, men. We always find a way to fight and argue. And meanwhile, the real fight, we are losing because we're fighting each other. So that's why I disagree.
What say you, Ellie?
Yeah, I mean, is the only concern just about the people that we identify with? Because there's lots of other immigrant, I guess, that are coming in that classify as well. I mean, we can even go to even Ukrainian and some of those areas over there. Yes, they are all up and through Georgia. Okay, so I mean, we got to think about them. We got to think about the Latin communities and cultures that are coming up here. Is it only the Black culture that? Okay, why so? If the whole topic is we're being replaced, who are we being replaced by?
So that's the problem. We're not getting replaced by Albanians and Ukrainians. They usually stick to their own section of whatever city that they're in. But for us,
they getting those benefits though, Sharon.
they might be getting benefits, but they benefits that they're getting doesn't usually affect the Black folks' benefits. They just a different. They different people. They got different needs than what we have. But what they attempt to do is that lump us in. Like, so if an Albanian do a crime, that's a white crime. If a Spanish person coming over, they Spanish, they white.
But how come Albanian? You see, now you inconsistent. Yeah, I see that right there.
Mm-hmm.
When an Albanian does something, is a white crime. How come it's not an Albanian crime?
I don't know why, because they consider themselves white, just like with Egyptians and all those things. They also consider themselves white in America as well. They get the chance to list themselves as white, not Black.
Well, that's because that's what they're told to do. You know what I'm saying? They're told that that's their classification. But you're right. If you're from Morocco or if you're from the northern African, then you get to list yourself as white. Whatever. Even some like Elon Musk, I guarantee you, he's not listed as Black on on the census. So yeah.
And that's the difference. So they're not trying to replace us with them. What they attempting to do is replace us with people that so-called look like us, but they don't have our best interest as a people and working together at heart. They want to work, they want to assimilate as us, but push us along the side and call the FBA Black person, whoever's considered the FBA Black person, they try to make them seem like they lazy. Oh, you got all this opportunity. You ain't never did nothing. Look at me. I came from a shitty place. And look what I was able to do. Like, nah, bro, that's not how it goes over here, bro.
Well, I just
to be honest with you, go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead. I'll go after you.
I was gonna say the majority of people I even hear saying that is Black conservatives or conservatives in general. I don't hear people saying, oh, look what I did. I came up here. That is, bro. I'm literally hearing Black conservatives use that argument against other Black people.
Yeah, I mean, we have the black bourgeoisie, you know what I mean, who definitely have separated themselves a long time ago from, you know, common Negroes or whatever you want to call it. So that's why I'm just like, okay, do we want other people from other places to accept the American culture, or are we going to constantly keep them separated by saying, no, you're not one of us, you're Jamaican or you're Colombian or you're this or you're that?
If you let them talk, they would tell you that they are Jamaican, Guyanese, Trinidadian, and so on and so forth. They would separate themselves. So it's okay for them to look like us, dress like us, listen to a little hip hop, but let you start having a conversation about how you was raised, they would separate quick, fast, and hurry. I'm a Jamaican. I got two jobs. I'm not lazy like
Bro.
those black Americans. They say these things.
Bro, when I hear somebody from New York and somebody from Alabama talk, if they keep talking and they go further down the line, it's going to be a separation based on geographic location, bro. If I'm talking to somebody from another country, Jamaica, we might share certain similarities, but the more we talk, we're going to get to our differences if we keep going further and further. You know what I'm saying? Because the
But the
further you go, everybody going to be individuals. Then they're going to be part of a family. Then they're going to be part of whatever groups. You know what I'm saying? We got similarities and we got differences. I think that you trying to magnify the differences for some odd reason. You know what I mean?
So
Because we
no, I'm
even
not trying to magnify the differences. The problem is that the differences, it gets talked about in a negative way when it's about foundational Black Americans. They call us lazy. We don't want to do it. We don't want to work hard, so on and so forth. And that's the issue. If our difference is just different, you saying curry chicken and chicken curry, fine, that's okay. But when you start downgrading as you better than the people that is here that paved the way for other people to come in that look like us to move a certain way, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's why a lot of FBAs have an issue with the tether talk.
But this is a problem, right? I have an issue with that with that name or term, foundational Black American. I have an issue, a problem with the ADOS name, American Descendants of Slaves, because you could have been indigenous to this land, meaning your family could have been here for generation, and you are not a part of either one of those groups because, like you said earlier, and the truth is, if you are an American, we are so mixed up and interwoven and intertwined into families, whether it be Caucasian people, whether it be people from other countries, whether it be people from other areas. We have mated, we have bonded with each other, we've mated with each other, we have children with each other. So there's no such thing as a pure quote unquote Black person. It just ain't. And so, you know what I'm saying? If you're saying that, hey, if a person from wherever country came over here, was a citizen, and had a baby with someone who already was a citizen, that person is somehow a tether or this or that, it doesn't make any sense, because that is in 99.9% of our families in one place or another place.
You want to say something, LA? I want to respond to, but I want to make sure you're able to talk as well.
I mean, I just was kind of listening to I guess how people, different people do different things. And of course, it's going to be culturally, regionally, things like that. But it's similar to how we kind of do it here. Like you say, where are you from? Brownsville. I know it's different.
Never ran, never will.
Right. It's like, I know it's different from, I'm saying, the suburbs of Chicago or just any other place that I've ever lived. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even Teron. Okay. When it comes to how things have been done, how we are raised, how we carry ourselves, things like that, it is regional, even within the states.
That's true.
So now I think the problem is when it comes in, if I'm saying, Izzy, we from Brooklyn, you can't trust them slow ass country bumpkin people. When I start talking like that,
they say
that's when it becomes
that, actually.
I live down south.
One second, y'all. Let them finish first. And then,
oh, my bad.
So that's when it becomes a problem, and that is the issue with the whole tether versus the FBA, ADOS, whichever one we want to call it, right? And that's the issue, is that the ones that we are calling tethers, they are doing that. They are the ones that's talking down on the FBA act as if they are better because they have a better upbringing, because they come from a place where they got to grind more. They did more than the so-called ADOS FBAs, and that's the issue that we got to really talk about. And they are the ones assimilating as us, and they taking advantage of the things that we fought for and died for.
But I mean, they wouldn't be like, I'm sorry, like entitled to like any type of reparation. So what type of benefits are they getting, I guess, by assimilating with, African Americans or FBAs?
And what can we make a distinction real quick? We are not like, unless you have a direct lineage to Africa, we are not African American. And I think that was one of the biggest tricks and one of the biggest things ever done to keep us away from knowing who we actually are. Unless you have a direct tie to Africa, you are not African American. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. Just following the the speech and language. Maybe I threw that in there. My bad.
No, you good. But really, this is the thing, right? It's no real direct benefit because we're not getting reparations either. Let's just be honest. We ain't gonna get reparations either. So it's no direct benefit as far as them getting reparations. However, I do think that there's strength in numbers. And like I said earlier, united we stand, divided we fall. And we all know that distraction and division is a form of one of the major forms of the enemy that he uses to keep people. If you could separate them, you could destroy them. If people are like the man, I think about this story real quick, and I'm gonna pass the mic. The old man, a rich old man was passing away, and his sons was always squabbling and fighting. They was at each other. And it was breaking his heart because he knew that he was about to pass away, and he wanted to leave his sons, both of them, his inheritance, but they kept fighting. So he said, listen. So he showed him, he said, look, son, take this pencil and break it. So the one son took the pencil, broke it. The other one took the pencil, broke it. And then he put 3, 4, 5 pencils together. He said, son, now break these pencils. It was hard to break. So the benefit of us working together and finding the similarities and finding the ways that we connect is that we are harder to take down that way. And we can actually get something done. When we work together on what we can agree on, things can actually start galvanizing, moving in the direction that we wanted to go. That's the only benefit I can see.
What I would say is that as an immigrant, I never thought I was entitled to reparation. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, I always know that a person in Africa is a different black person from a person in America. Sure, back then I did use the term African American until I got more information from the conscious community about, you know what I'm saying, about people maybe a lot of our people ain't from Africa, you know what I'm saying, or when they came over here the shit wasn't even called Africa, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, but it's just a label, it just identified the same people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I'm entitled to something that a native black person from America is entitled to. I want you to get your reparation. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold something when they cut the check. I'm not trying to stand in the way of nobody and no bread and shit like that. I do look at this shit as a divisive thing. And also black people in America is a minority class, and for the dividing black people more is going to be make black people even more of a minority class, where the dominant class they added more to their numbers type shit, you know what I'm saying, so they could have the they could weigh on their side when it comes to voting and shit like that, you know what I mean.
And so, but the issue is, we tried that analogy that Iz was talking about. We tried to get together so we'd be harder to break. And the problem is that the tethers, the ones that are giving themselves as separation from black folks, because we had some people that are from the Caribbean nations that is and for black folks. They are part of that situation that Izzy's talking about. They like, let's band together, let's keep it tight. However, the negative ones that's talking down on us, they start to spread like a goddamn cancer, and they start to separate themselves. And now it's a undertone that talks about black culture versus a Caribbean culture. and the Caribbean culture seems as it's better than the black culture. We
Wait,
got
wait,
this
wait,
versus they don't have that. You see
wait a
us,
minute.
we doing this, and so that's when the problem starts to arise. And now it just come time
So
for
you're
us to
saying
understand we have to separate.
people from the Caribbean tell you that Caribbean culture is better
They say that, yes, they definitely say that.
to you?
Yes, I heard it before. Yeah.
I don't believe that shit because most people from the Caribbean don't even say Caribbean culture because every country got different cultures and shit. So people don't just usually just that's Caribbean is a attempt to collective to group us collectively to come together. You know what
So
I'm saying? But all of us got different we got different dialects. We just you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not one place, you know what I'm
so
saying?
when you on the construction site, it don't matter if you from Guyana, Jamaica, Trinidad, all that shit go out the window because y'all all one Caribbean group at this point. And this is when you start to hear the separation. They be we at all at lunch. They got the FBA lunch table and they got the Caribbean lunch table. That's what happens, especially when soccer time come around. When soccer come around, that's the only time y'all all banging on each other, right? Everybody's like, nah, I'm going with my own country. But besides that, y'all have like, hey, no, the Caribbean people, the Caribbean women, the Caribbean this, the Caribbean. You try to deal with those
This is
black
not true.
women in America. They act like this. They have a this, that, and the third. They try to separate it and act as if theirs is better than what is happening here in America.
First of all, we say football. We don't say soccer, right? And number two, right? Because football is like a we say football, we don't say soccer, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I know that you lying. You're reaching for straws. And in the Caribbean, people don't let's say somebody doing dancehall or reggae music, a Jamaican person to say you're doing Jamaican music or you're trying to be like Jamaicans. So people still no matter what you look, there's gonna always be division and collectivism happening simultaneously. Is just which one you narrow in on. And it seems like right now, I don't know if it's because of political season. I don't know if you're trying to run for office, Sharon, but it seems like you narrow in on the divisive part. You know what I'm saying? But it's always going to be people working against each other and people working together simultaneously.
And that's the part that we need people to just recognize, that the ones that is talking a certain way, just like how you have a Republican and a Democrat, and we could easily say those are two different ideologies, those are two different thought patterns, even though they both white. We got to be able to say the same thing about two Caribbean people. One is for the black folks and one is against the black folks. And the ones that are considered tethers, they are the ones that are against black Americans. And we got to be able to hold that distinction, so this way we know who is who, and we cannot be fighting for everybody to be this one thing when they literally separate themselves from another Caribbean man that is for the black diaspora.
To me, the tether thing don't sound solid because it sounds like it's always changing. Like sometimes you say like when you talking, it sounds like you're saying tethers are people who talk against black Americans, but another times you're saying tethers is just somebody who's a foreigner, period. Because you started off saying Guyanese should be over here, Jamaicans should be over here. You didn't even include the people who's actually trying to work with you. So it's like it seems like it's an interchangeable thing. It don't seem like it's a solid thing. I get it is a new phrase. You're probably making it up as you go along. I get it, but it don't seem solid, Sharon.
Yeah, but it's not a new phrase, and it is a very strong distinction. People been saying it is the ones that talk down on black folks. I even referenced that earlier in my conversation as well too. I made sure I put that distinction in there. They're the ones that feel like they are better or above. That's why I also put it with the Caribbean versus American, they women versus our women. They separate it and they make it seem as they pushing us down all the time. And we just need our brothers and sisters to recognize that. And so this way we know the difference when we see it and when we hear it.
Okay. So it's because that's what after a little while, that's why I started to figure out what it was kind of really about. It's the discrediting history. It's the it's not really that bad. Or you guys live in nice houses now. What's the problem? Just the downplaying. That's the real issue I guess in terms of what a tether is, right? because there's plenty of people, you know, who are from other places who actually do, you know, appreciate our culture, you know, and listen to things and do research and, you know, find out things on their own, you know, about what happened over here. So yeah, okay. So the distinction is, okay, got you. The downplaying of it. Yeah, I definitely don't understand. I don't know. I wish somebody would. I don't
And
hear that on a regular basis. That's why I'm just like, okay.
the crazy thing about it, I think people should travel more. You know what I'm saying? Once people
Mhm.
travel more, I think most people who travel a lot, they don't have the same outlook as Sharon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
what is? Oh, go ahead, Lon.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
No,
just
you got it, and then I'll go. I'll chime in after you. Go ahead.
No, because I mean, granted, it was the Virgin Islands, but I lived in the islands for a little while, and it's just like at the same time, when you come from what they call the mainland, you know what I mean. There's certain things that you have to kind of assimilate yourself to down there in order to just show appreciation, and they let you know. They do let you know as soon as as you do something that's kind of out of pocket or something that's out of the norm, they kind of bring it to your attention faster. So I do understand what you're saying there.
So what's to be said about the people that look like us that have our similar experience, Sharon, that do speak against, and I know you have a problem with a lot of them, but what's to be said of those people that are allegedly foundational Black Americans like us? They come from here, they've been here, their families have been here, but they speak against people that look like us because they don't have the same economic status, they don't have the same goals, they don't have the same aspirations that they have. What's to be said about them?
Oh, those are what we call sellouts. They're literally selling our people out for what they perceive as a dollar or as acceptance from the dominant culture. A lot of them actually believe, because they have the complexion for the protection, to talk down on Black folks, that the other people is going to accept them and say, yes, you could come into my all white community and live with us because you got 40% of white. And guess what they told the Hodge? They said, God bless you, Hodge twins, but you can't live here neither. We don't care what your percentage is, because they're always willing to tell. They allow you to talk and degrade and push their narrative. They allow you to do all that. But when it comes down to now, we are together, this Black conservative or whatever he consider himself is, they would kick his ass out quick, fast, in a hurry. Sell out.
Wait, so you mean the Hodge twins got their Negro wake up call?
Oh,
Did that really happen in
absolutely.
real life? I didn't catch that. That happened.
I'm Black? Yes. You can't live here.
That's messed up. That's not fun. Yo, so earlier I wanted to know what y'all thought about this. So we were talking about from the standpoint of why do we always find ways, and Sharon, I believe you are guilty of this, like Witch Doctor saying. It's like we always find the ways in the places where we disagree and we don't align with each other, and then we critique each other or criticize each other or really ridicule each other, put each other down based on those particular things, right? We don't try to find the ways that we align and that we agree and then just strictly focus on that to have our agenda, push our agenda forward. We focus on the most negative. What are y'all thoughts about that? Do you think that's an accurate statement? And why or why not? And why do you think that we do it if you do think it's accurate?
I think we do it because we scared of who we really need to we scared of who we really need to face. So we face the look, man. Black people, bro, and I would even say this is globally. Even Vanta something was on my channel. He from Somalia. He talked bad about black people. He talked bad about West Africans. You know what I'm saying? And he's an African. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, they know that because black people is not globally protected. We don't got like the United Black Forces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
So
don't have an embassy. To tell it like it is, Black
so it's
Americans don't
easy
have an
for us to
embassy.
it's easy for us to come at each other, and other people we tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
The thing is that we allowed it for a very long time because we allowed this whole diaspora just get together because we can't break. But we wanted to realizing that a lot of people were just in there to get in where they fit in and try to skirt off. And that's
But
the
look at
issue.
this.
Address
People
it now.
always
So now when we created the FBA, the ADOS, that is our separate, that is our embassy now. Now you got to walk through the FBA
That
goddamn.
is not an embassy,
Hey,
bro.
are you for reparations? No, okay, checklist. Do you think black folks are lazy? Oh, you do think black folks are lazy? Okay, checklist. Do you think that checklist? Okay, we got it. So now that is our verbal contract now, right? So that's our social contract that we have a difference. And now, if you are Caribbean, you're gonna have to show and prove that you actually for the black folks, and that you're not trying to disrespect the black folks so you can get in favor of the majority.
Wait, does Caribbean include African, just for the record, like the continent of Africa too? I think he is included in that. I think he is.
Yeah.
When he says Caribbean, I think it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Wait, when you say Caribbean, you talking about Africa
as well? Yeah, they are part of that as well. Yeah. Even though they're not from the Caribbean nations, but
I can't take what you're saying
part
seriously.
of that whole conversation, though.
You live in an alternative universe. You got alternative geography. Like, I don't even know what was going on, bro.
I say I know because I know like a Nigerian would definitely see themselves as like being totally different from a Caribbean. Like,
they would see themselves being different from an Egyptian or a Sudanese too. So it's
Yeah.
But the difference is
Black Americans always, I think Black Americans always had distinction. It's just that you probably rename it FBA, but it was always a thing. It wasn't like you know what I'm saying? You always had an identity. It's just that now people calling it FBA, you know what I mean? I don't think Black Americans never had an identity.
We didn't have one because guess what? Marcus Garvey could say he's an African American, and he wasn't.
Bro, are you an African American? Who in your family is from Africa?
I'm a Black American.
Right. You're not African American, right? You don't have nobody in your family that you.
No, but what I'm saying when they was putting us in that box and everybody was running around saying it, right? At one point we were saying it, right? Until we got a little bit more intelligent, right? But at the time, anybody that was a darker skin would say that, and we would accept it. But now we're starting to realize that they have a different rhetoric and ideology than the people that's been fighting for for civil rights here, because they don't understand what that fight actually was. We were just asking people to leave, don't whoop my ass. We're not even asking for equal rights. We ask for civil. Just be civil with me, not equal. Just civil. Just don't whoop my ass when I walk down the street. I got a suit on. Don't hose me down and sick your damn dog on me. Can we just be civil? Can I just walk down the street? Please?
I'm not trying to compare, Sharon, right? But every Caribbean country that fought for their freedom and got freedom is the reason why other people could even travel to the country, because during colonialism, nobody won't be able to travel there. So everybody benefiting from what others fought for, you know what I'm saying? On some either directly or indirectly. And also Black Americans always had Black American is always a Black American. If you go to Jamaica and you become a Jamaican citizen, which most people not gonna do that because there's more benefits in being an American citizen. That's why most people move it. But you're gonna be a Black Jamaican. Sure, when people hear you talking, they're gonna know that you originally from America. But on paper, that's what you're gonna be. You're not gonna be American on paper because you a citizen now type shit. You know what I mean?
And that's the difference. So Black Americans, we always bigged up our Caribbean brothers. We didn't care that Busta Rhymes was goddamn Jamaican. We'd be like, yeah, but we'll big it up. We'll try to put their music out there more. We say, this is my Jamaican. We never downgraded. Black Americans never downgraded the diaspora ever.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I first heard African booty scratcher,
we'll put their history out there. Like, no, the Haitians fought like this and this, that, and the third. These people fought like this. When we first started like this, the Moors did X, Y, Z. We actually big up the other Black folks. But what we come to find out is that when they come here and they start to assimilate, and they realize that, we can make money talking shit about them.
This is why you should travel, because other people big up Black Americans, just like how they got people like the Anton Daniels, the Jesse Lee Peterson, who talk down on Black people over here. When you go to where I'm from, there's Black people that do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They're the minority. You know what I'm saying? Before I moved to America, I done seen American culture in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? I'm exposed to mad different shit, not in a negative way like you talking. You making it sound like if like is a large slew of people just talking down on black Americans. That's some shit. I think you trying to magnify some minute shit, bro.
But that's the thing, it's not minute. And so this is a problem. We all talking about it. It's a problem. It's not a small problem. It's a big problem because we are not able to clean it up, because every time we have the embassy come and start talking, they want to just sweep it under the rug. We big up other black folks hardship and say, hey, they could have left us alone on the goddamn Caribbeans and we'd have been fine. We say shout out to the Haitians that fought the goddamn who they fought to get their freedom back. They was the first ones to do it, right? We try to push that agenda out there, that black excellence all across the diaspora. That's what black Americans do for real, for real. And what we kind of find out is to no avail. They will
I
come
think
over
that's
here,
what Americans do.
and then they will call us lazy, even
I
though we
think
got the ones bit by a dog. We actually, we should go to the other countries and live there. That's what we were saying.
sure
We should
we
build
should
up and
go,
go to
bro.
those
There's
other
people
countries
that doing
and
that,
live
bro.
there, right? Because we respect that everybody else fought for whatever they fought for in their country. Like, no, we're going to our other brothers and sisters. But when they come here, they don't respect that we fought for them to be here.
The thing is, when you say when they come here, you're making you not make so, you see sometimes you make a distinction when you're talking, but when you say they come here, it's like you cast in a broad blanket. You know what I'm saying? You not make you like with the tether definition. It seems like sometimes it's a distinction and sometimes it's like a entire blanket type shit. Everybody in the Caribbean, the different countries fought for their freedom, and that's why black people from other places could even go there now. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's not trying to like, I don't know, man. I just don't got
Right.
a I just don't got a name for like people who talk down on Guyanese culture, and I guess that's why I'm confused about what a tether actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why, I'm very actually distinctive about what I'm talking about. I said exactly what a tether is and why they are detrimental to the black folks, especially the ones here in America, because they keep pushing us down and they assimilate. Most of the ones that are black conservatives, 9 out of 10 times, they're not even from America.
That is wild.
It's just the truth.
That is wild. I don't think most people that are immigrants, I think most black immigrants is on the liberal side of the thing.
Absolutely not.
Because a lot of conservative politics is not pro immigration.
But still, but he's talking about like the and we don't really talk about people's channels over here, but shout out to my man Chaotic Truths. He's talking about like the Chaotic Truth side of things,
Right.
with those brothers that are from Africa and those brothers that hang over there. That a lot of times they'll speak on the plight of so-called black people, and they'll say what we deserve or what we don't deserve. Even somebody on your channel that came and said what we deserve or what we didn't deserve. And I'll be honest, I have an issue and a problem with that too. When people outside of
chaotic.
hold on real quick. Let me just land it real fast. I have an issue, a problem with people outside of the community come inside of the community and then tell us what we don't deserve or what we deserve or why we should get it or why we shouldn't get it. That I do have an issue with myself.
That's like if somebody, because a lot of people would talk down on, let's say somebody talk down on Caribbean or something. I'm not gonna use that person to group all of y'all. Oh, y'all talking. Look, man. I think it's a minority of people that does shit like that and talk down on people culture. And even when you're talking about the chaotic, I done heard chaotic talk against even African people. So he's clearly not a person who's pro-black. He's clearly what he is. And he's not the major. I don't think he represents the majority of where he's from either. You know what I'm saying?
No,
most immigrants is not conservative like that.
Right. Listen, he doesn't. And this is the thing. I think it's kind of like when we say, like, if we're talking about a feminist woman, right? That's not us talking about all women, right? It's not us talking about all black women. And that's what we keep trying to get women to understand. So people like you that come from another country that respect the culture, that show love to the culture, we're not, if they're calling tethers, they're not talking about you because you respect the culture, you ingratiate with the people,
But
you show love to.
I'm
Hold on.
called tether a lot of times too.
No,
I'm my
no, but
fault for cutting in because sometimes it be a lot. My bad. I need to start writing down shit, bro. Because I
no,
like.
no, but hold on real quick. I mean, but the truth of the matter is it's not about you personally. And
Yeah.
I think that to differentiate now, if someone's calling you a tether, I get it, right? But in the general sense, it's not about you. It's not what Sharon's definition. It's about the people who are speaking disparagingly against our plight and against the people that's here without being a part of those people.
I get what you're saying. I
Read?
just think the tether thing is being used interchangeably, and a lot of times I've been called tether. You know what I'm saying? And like where I'm from, black people is super extremely pro-black. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like it's kind of disappointing sometimes. Even when Sharon talk about people talking down on black culture. The first time I heard I even heard African booty scratcher when I was in Guyana before I moved over here. And that didn't even originate where I'm from. That's some shit from over here. So to be disingenuous to say there's not people from all parts that talk about other people culture, that is crazy to me. That's not genuine. That's why the whole tether talk, it don't ever be a genuine conversation. You know what I mean? It'd be one-sided.
No, so the difference is that you talking about a joke, and we talking about people that is literally pushing us to the side like we don't matter. We lazy. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to work. All we want to do is be criminals. That is completely different from jokes. Black folks is going to joke on each other.
It's
Black
not
folks is gonna,
completely different.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Black folks is gonna joke on each other.
It's not completely different because a piece of time like people I thought African people was just like destitute and had the pot belly and all of that shit. It was not just jokes. Even like how African people is portrayed in the media, the same way how black Americans is portrayed in the media. Like black people don't control our image and shit like that. So a lot of people go from what they see, and sure they might be ignorant because they probably in well traveled or they probably in tapped into other culture. This is why I said people need to travel, because anytime I seen a black American come to where I'm from, or even when I'm watching I watch a lot of travel videos. When I see black Americans go abroad, I don't see people treating black Americans on some weird shit like that. This is why I think you should travel. I think a lot of shit you're going by is hearsay, or you probably in a pocket of people type shit.
No, what I'm going by is what happens here. I'm not talking about what happens when you travel. And I think that's what you're missing. When you travel somewhere, yeah, they look at you as the big all-American that can help us all. And you could save the whole nation by giving us $20. I could feed my goats for a month. But we talking about the ones that come here. And
you see, this is what I be talking about. And the thing about it, this is the type of fugazi shit I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. And the thing is, you gotta just like I got tough skin and shit like that, but I just want to point shit like that out. It's like a lot of fugazi shit, bro.
The disrespect is intolerable. It's unpardonable. This man said, "Feed the whole village with $20." Is crazy.
Like literally, I could feed cash.
The same, and in the same breath, niggas be wanting to have a whole hissy fit about like, yeah, that should be crazy. That's why it don't be a genuine conversation.
The problem is that you're conflating two different things, right? So we all know that when you come from a different Caribbean nation, you come here, what they do? Send me a barrel, send me a bushel, right? That's what they say, because they think that you automatically rich. So the people that's in their nation doesn't have anything to do with being a tether. They not tethers because they still in their nation. We talking about the ones that are tethers is the one that moved here, assimilated as us, and then disrespect and put us down as a whole. That is who we talking about. It's a very distinctive person. It's not just 100% of everybody. So that's why you got to get the conflation. This is probably why people will call you a tether, because it sounds like you are trying to confuse things on purpose, even though when
people call me a tether one time and then call me a non-tether.
But what I'm saying in this conversation, I'm not doing serious. What I'm saying is that in this conversation, I'm not doing it, and I'm being very direct about who I'm talking about. It is no confusion about the type of human being that I am speaking on. And that's the issue. When we try to confuse things and try to act like we don't understand the
I
distinctions,
think you
that's when it
confused,
becomes
bro.
the problem.
I don't even think. I think you confused. You're gonna use it into. You're gonna use it interchangeably again. Like I see it. I see it several times. You're gonna do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes, if somebody ain't feeling what you're saying today, you a tether. Tomorrow, you a non-tether. You know what I'm saying? It's just. It's not a fixed definition.
it's depending on how you feel that day.
And this is when, and this is the problem when you purposely try to confuse things, even though I'm being very distinctive. That's the issue because I'm being very direct about who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, or even Izzy, he pointed out perfectly. I thought with having the correlation when we talk about a bad man versus a bad woman, we are not talking about all of those women or all of that race. Even when we pull up the stats and say white people are the most violent people in America, we are not even close to
Look how
saying that
Sharon is
the
on bullshit.
majority of Americans,
When
white Americans,
this is the
are the most
bullshit.
violent, right? We're saying that in the stat wise, they are the most violent.
And this
As
is
a
how
whole,
Sharon is on bullshit. I seen fellas talk about certain type of women, and Sharon made it about all women. But now he could compartmentalize all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you for being able to
He's
compartmentalize,
grown.
Sharon.
He's grown since last week,
Gotta
brother.
give
He's
it up
grown
to
no,
you,
since
bro.
last week.
and see, this is where the conflation goes again. So when we have somebody that is loud and a man is talking about a loud woman, and then so often what happens, even when a woman is quiet, they would talk ish about her too, right? I.e., what's the young light skin that got her ass whooped in the hotel? She was a soft spoken, nice young lady. She still got her ass whooped, and that's where the
Wait, you talking about
distinction happens,
Cassie?
and that's
Wait,
and that's why I have the conversation that sometimes even when a
wait, you talking
woman is
about
being
Cassie?
sweet, yeah, Cassie, that's her name. Even when a woman is being soft and submissive, she can still get her ass whooped. She can still get cheated on. She can still, it doesn't matter. So it got men that they don't have that different situation.
I think it's too soon, so I'm gonna leave Cassie alone. Yo, can we read the super chats? Yo, shout out to everybody that sent us money. Make sure that you like the video on all the streams that you're watching. Make sure that you support your favorite content creators up here, whether it be Lauren, whether it be Wish Doctor, whether it be Sharon, whether it be myself. Support, support, support. Thank you to everybody that showed love so far. I appreciate you. Help us reach our goal. Support. If you want your comments highlighted in red because of the nature of this show, you have to do it through the super chat or through the Cash App. Otherwise, we can't. We're seeing all y'all comments. All right. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. You got it.
Let's see. Who we got? We got so the Unk be streaming. He said, "I don't pay foreigners that talk bad about America any attention because if it's so bad, why they here? No one leave a utopia. Go back to paradise." Appreciate you, Unk be streaming for the super.
Salute to
Also, we
Uncle.
got Trucker Yale. He said, "Great conversation, respect."
Respect, my God, Trucker. Yeah, respect.
Right.
Thank you, Trucker, for the double up. Hey, for that 2020. To be perfectly honest, I rock with Jamaicans, Caribbeans, Dominicans. It's only the Africans that come over here and disrespect Black Americans. Everybody else shows us love and respect, and we blend in well. Well, it depends on where you're at. But shout out to you, Trucker. Appreciate you, man. Glad that's been your experience. Appreciate
And
you
I'm
very
gonna
much.
hold you. A lot of African people, they even look down on Caribbean people because we got like slave masters last name. We ain't really we just you know what I'm saying. Says like I don't know if you when you the Caribbean people is the stepchildren of black people. That's what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying. You can't run to no door. You might as well buy a tent and camp outside. You know what I mean.
At least
Shout
y'all
out
got your
to
own country, though. Hey, shout out to Romelo 747. Thank you for being the
wait a
Israelite.
minute. How we got our own country?
What, Guyana ain't your own country? Or Jamaica or
Guyana
Trinidad?
is much of our own country as America is your country.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
America is my country. So, yeah.
The majority of our government is East Indian.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's
I'm
not a
not.
black country like black people. It's not like I think a lot of black people need to travel to more places with other black people. And
Yeah, I'm not.
I appreciate you, Romella member for 19 months. He said chaotic is the token black one. Shout out to Romelo.
Salute to
And we
Romel.
got Trucker.
Thank you, Trucker, man. Hey, what up, fellas? How y'all doing? Beautiful black natural woman. I guess he's talking to us and then talking to you, Lauren. Shout out to my
Thank
man,
you.
Trucker. Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
And he also said, "Now, Sharon, you know that was disrespectful. Give respect to get respect. Don't do what others do." Shout out to the Trucker, yeah.
Salute
Well,
to Trucker.
I didn't do anything disrespectful.
You said $20 could feed their whole country, bro. Like that shit
Is
crazy.
it a lie?
I don't know.
Cash. If I send Cash Kid $20, that whole village is going to eat.
for the day, maybe for the day.
It was 99 cents. You could help a goddamn. Come on, we know we've seen.
You know, white people
the
was stealing,
commercials
man.
back in the day. You only had to do $1.99 a month.
Oh,
So
that's
imagine
a
you
lot.
get a
That's
whole
a lot.
20 ball one time.
And then white people were stealing.
This is why when people, this is why
They
when
was not
people
giving
talk,
Africans no money, man.
and this is why when people call me Tether, I don't give a fuck because in real whole life, ain't nobody calling me no shit like that, bro. Like dead ass. You know?
This okay, so I gotta ask. So because I remember those commercials, right? So when it comes to media, Doc, since you lived and grew up mostly like outside of the United States, what kind of images did you see about Black Americans from TV, music, magazines, stuff like that?
We got like a high Muslim population, so channel 9 is our black channel, right? And you see, if you turn on the channel, you're gonna definitely see some Farrakhan. You know what I mean? Farrakhan speeches on rerun, Francis Cress on Phil Donahue. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're gonna see like the, you know, like the rap videos and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But we got like a strong pro-black culture, especially in the month of August, is mostly about celebrating like black stuff, is like emancipation, is, you know what I'm saying? Like we see a lot of positive, and some, I would say the rap stuff is kind of more on the negative side, because you know, like, you know how it is with like the gangster rap and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like similar to, you know, how we used to see the, you know, the little kids with the, you know, the flies and all that
Oh,
stuff. I just be,
I seen them commercials too with the little
Yeah.
kids with the fly. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Belly-
crazy.
Yeah,
the
and
belly
then
out
and then they grow up and they turn into Cash Kid.
Yo, why
Damn.
is Cash Kid catching all these straight? Why is my G catching all these straight? Even though he do be talking crazy sometimes. I
He
give
be
you that.
talking
Cash Kid
money.
be talking cash shit sometimes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
why is he catching all these strays? But he do this
And you
though.
know, speaking of tethers and things of that nature, right? So go back to the conversation I was having about how a lot of them be the real criminals of the nation, and we get tied up in it, and it's a part of the whole FBA, and black folks are the most dangerous people in America, which I don't necessarily agree that we are. I think it's because we are looped in with a lot of the diaspora. How about is you had a story that you wanted to talk about, and I think it kind of goes into that lane of Tether Talk Thursday.
Talking about this brother right here. Oh, you can pull it up.
Yes,
someone
that
wants to
brother
do
right
honor-
there is a yes. I think this is a perfect time to talk about this brother right here.
All right. So this is the superintendent. This brother right here is the superintendent, or was the superintendent of the Iowa school district. And recently he has been escorted out the country.
Yeah.
He's been escorted out the country, or attempted to be escorted out the country by the ICE that did happen to land in Chicago 2 days ago. And it seems as if they are targeting prominent people who have had their work visa or their school visa and have stayed in the country. You can take it down if you like. So the topic of conversation is, what do we feel about this? What do we feel about the people? Like the troops landed. Now, Donald Trump said that the troops are for the people in the inner city, in the hood. It don't look like my peoples. I got a lot of people in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to all my homies out there. It don't. All of them said they didn't see no troops on the south side. All of them said they seen troops downtown. The troops came by the water, and what they've been noticing, the troops have been getting people. Like there was a fireman that my man was telling me about that got taken out. and this superintendent. So far, my homie is saying he's just seeing that they're taking out good people in the community, but that been here too long on a work visa or on a student visa. What say y'all about that? What y'all thoughts of it?
But if these are like, I mean, he was a superintendent. I'm not sure exactly how the whole, visa works, but they couldn't petition for him. They couldn't be like, hey, he's a vital part of this role and this, that, and the third. We need him here, X, Y, Z. Like, I'm kind of surprised. How do the work visas actually operate?
They are. Well, he had a
Does
school.
apply?
He had a school visa. He came in on a school visa and he just stayed. And he just didn't renew it. He just stayed and he's just been here. You muted if you talking, Sharon.
Procedure. We got.
I don't know why is he playing around. That man's a damn criminal. And that need to get the pulled up out of our goddamn country. He's a damn. He's one of the people that I'm talking about. He's a damn tether. He's a damn criminal. He came here on false pretense. He ain't get none of those degrees. Those are fake degrees. He was up in Des Moines. Earlier.
Could I ask
you? Those goddamn people. He ain't get those.
So
degrees.
How did you know he's a tether?
He been.
You might, Sharon, see, look, God don't like ugly. You done froze.
Oh, he got stuck.
You done froze.
The interesting thing about this story, Biden was the one that, his administration was the one that administered his deportation, because he had a case a couple of years ago, a criminal charge that he was doing some wild stuff. Not only that, when they caught his ass, when he did the run, when they came, he said, he did the dash, right? When they came, they also found just like him, an illegal gun in the car that was loaded. The gun was illegal. His ass was illegal. He went running. He scammed the people of Des Moines. I feel bad because he scammed them out of $200,000 a year. He is not a good representation of a black person. He was getting he was getting paid 200 bands.
But how did he scam him out of that?
Because he didn't have no degree.
How didn't he have no degree?
Because he didn't. He lied. And the way how he got the job, is because Des Moines, the city of Des Moines didn't actually do the hiring. They hired a third party to do the hiring, and he was able to get it where he fit it.
Background check or whatever.
Right. So he was able to, hey, he said, hey, my tether brother, you know how we doing it over here.
What?
Wait. Hold on. Is this the same guy? Is this the same guy?
I don't know, because that's what I'm trying to find out, Doc, because that don't say shit. If you read that article, that don't say shit what Sharon is saying.
Just making shit up.
It sounds like
where's your proof? Where's your proof?
The gun in the car. And
hold on. Because we got this is on my channel too. I got to disassociate myself for this shit. Sharon,
where's the disclaimer?
That don't say none of that shit on that thing right there. Someone please read that. That don't say that shit.
And Sharon, how do you know he's a tether unless he talk bad about black Americans? How could you know that he's a tether?
I could see it in his eyes.
Oh my God.
This nigga done made up. I'm like, where did he get this? This nigga done made this whole shit up, man. What in the world? Yo, Sharon, this nigga Sharon has got to be stopped. How you gonna just say this about this man? And you just made up all of that. You just made up all of that.
Yo, this man is a criminal.
Oh my God, bro!
He scammed the American people. He had a charge. Before he got his deportation papers.
Where'd you get that from?
Look it up. And he had a gun charge before this. Also, I believe in 2023 is when he got served his papers that they was trying to find him to disperse him. So by the Biden administration, it's just that the ICE people of Trump, they is the ones who got his ass. So this man been doing some shady-ish all along. This man is shady as hell. And men like him, and this is a problem, like a lot of men like him, he's going to get put in a lot of times with the negative talk about black men. And this is the problem that I do have with a lot of men that are like him. They keep lumping them up with us, and he is not a part of us at all.
Okay, I can see where he lied. But we're going to stay consistent. Right? if we gonna stay consistent with the definition of a tether, where was his elite? Like, how did he align with the Black American community? We don't know that part, right?
No.
Like I said, it's an interchangeable. This just proves my point again. Sharon keeps proving my point, and I appreciate him for that, Sharon. I appreciate you, Sharon.
I'm
Thank you,
gonna
brother.
answer the question honestly. I'm pretty sure we had a conversation with him, but I never had a conversation with him. However, he is a part of the situation of the criminality of Black men. He's the one that's walking around with an illegal gun. He's the one that's being
Wait,
illegal
where's this
himself.
story at, Sharon? Where's the illegal gun
The
story?
arrest report showed that he had an illegal gun in his car. You know, that could be fake too, because we do understand we are talking about ICE and we are talking about Iowa, and we know they lie on these things all the time. So, but according to the police point, he had an illegal gun in the car, and when he jumped out and ran.
Okay, they probably planted it down on that.
That is a possibility, but
come on, that man's being superintendent. That man trying to be a responsible human being. He just stayed. He just overstayed his welcome. And listen,
and that's when you know.
Wouldn't you want to stay in America too if you wasn't American? Yeah, right. You would want to stay.
So what I'm saying is that he overstayed and he lied about his education. He paid his Caribbean homeboy, and you know.
So he didn't go to Morgan State. He didn't.
Look, hey Izzy, all of a sudden he went from yes, I could do the job. Hey, walk on, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that in.
You do that kind of well, man. You do that kind of well. Which further lets us know.
Exactly.
Which further lets us know that maybe.
And that's why we got to be careful with men like that. He's a liar. He's a scammer. And he's a bad look on Black men in America. 100%.
That's super intense.
And us Black men, once we find out the information of what he really is, we gotta condemn him and call it out like, hey, this is not what we call Black excellence. Once he's able to sneak his way in, and I need to learn some things from him, because I need to learn how he faked his goddamn college shit too, so I can get me, because I would quit doing all this goddamn non-sleeping, running a business, and go ahead and work as a superintendent for somebody for 200 bands too.
It's not gonna work. You can't quote switch good enough. It's not gonna work.
I see it here from CBS News.
You gotta have some tether in you.
So, but regardless, though, we as Black men, we gotta condemn men like him for sure, 100%. He is not a good representation. He is a criminal. He had a criminal background. He had 2 open cases on him, and it is what it is.
Open cases for what? Where are you getting this? You can please pull this up. Open cases for what, brother?
Look up his criminal cases. It's public.
Yeah, I would like to see this. I would like to see.
Yeah, can you pull it up for us, please, sir? Since you're asserting this, because I'm not gonna do no research for your bullshit. I think you're making this shit up. I think he's making it.
You got it.
What did Lauren? Did it say his education was fake? Because he said he went to Morgan State.
Lauren, yeah. And if you pull his name up in Chat GPT, they'll sift through all of the fluff.
It's Ian Roberts. IANROBERTS.
Let me put this in the bag for right now.
Des Moines, Iowa superintendent.
You sharing it?
I'm gonna just put no, because I want to put it in chat.
So y'all figure that out.
So I'm gonna put the link back there.
Like he done threw all this stuff out there talking about while we figure.
They can figure it out. But what I'm saying is that
I got you.
He is not what we should be calling a staple of our society. We thought he had everything that looks good, but when we peel back that onion, we turn this into a cry fest. We realize that he's a no good sucker.
Oh God,
that's what he is.
How does it always turn to this, brother?
Why it gotta go back to this, bro? This man don't even know about this.
All I said was he's a no good sucker. I didn't put nothing extra on it. That's what he is.
We know the extra stuff that goes along with this.
Hey, he's a degenerate.
Look, he was enrolled. Although Roberts was enrolled in the doctoral program for 2002 to 2005, the school's public relations office confirmed in an email that he didn't receive that degree, but he was there. It declined to say which degree requirements he hadn't met, but he was in school for 5 years, so he learned something. Yeah, the Des Moines school board learned before hiring Roberts that he hadn't received the degree, but it still chose him to lead the district, which serves about 30,000 students. So they knew he didn't receive the degree, but they still chose him. As a part of the background check process that was done at the time, it indicated that he did not complete. He began, but did not complete a degree from Morgan State. District spokesman Phil Roeder told the AP. The background check was conducted by a third party and is not a public record, Roeder said. Listen, so what was the deal?
Okay.
They accepted him. They knew. And they accepted him.
Hey, LA, this is what I'm saying. Once you start peeling back that onion, we start out here
Go
crying.
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, give
That's
me a
not
second.
criminal.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait, hold on. That's not criminal. If they knew and they accepted him, that's not criminality. They chose to look past it, right?
Oh, damn. What happened in 2020? Oh, damn.
What happened in 2020? Wait, what happened in 2020?
Oh,
Firearms / weapon related charge in Pennsylvania 2020. He was cited by Pennsylvania Game Commission in February 2020 for having a loaded rifle in his vehicle on state game lands. He pled guilty and paid a fine about $100 plus court costs. And then the recent arrest. So it looks like he did have the firearms back in 2020.
How do you say? Oh Lord.
And
is it they're saying he's from Guyana too? That is crazy.
Oh shit! Damn, he one of your brothers. He one of your brothers, man. Damn, man.
Georgetown, Guyana.
And we not showing.
Where did he go? Did we disappear?
I don't know.
My bad.
I
just stopped sharing and it just.
I don't know where we at. Where we at? Oh, there we go.
Hang on. Did it say who he was? Hold on.
Hey,
in my chat GPT it says
it says Sharon was right yet again. That's what it says. Sharon was right again.
I don't know.
No, I was saying how you know that I was asking how you know he's a tether from the definition with a tether. You know what I'm saying? Everything else I just wanted to see.
Because we're gonna have to start adding criminalities into
the definition where you adding shit as you go along.
Hey, look, Izzy, it falls under. Let me tell you why it falls under, because they are bringing the black man down by saying they are black by doing these criminal activities, and that's when everybody say, yeah, he black. They forget he Guyanese. Then when he do a criminal activity, they're like, oh, he's a black man. No,
I get now. Yo, I mean, you clowning, but I can see what you. I'm not gonna lie. I can see what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie about that. I do understand.
So how much?
Hold on, real quick. Which those do bolster the numbers, though. You got to be real with that, right? If he said what Siobhan's saying is true, right? If you have African people from whatever country doing crime in America, or you have Caribbean people from whatever country doing crime in America, and you have black, then they do count that towards the black numbers. So
the same with the white. The same with the white immigrants that do crime. They're counting that. So you're saying they differentiate from an Albanian person doing crime in America?
Hey yo, when
so show me the Albanian statistics.
We seen it. I'm gonna tell you, we seen it with Fat Joe. When Fat Joe classifies himself as Caucasian, but when they put the charges on him, they charge him as black. When Fat Joe classifies
Fat Joe is not white, bro.
Fat
Joe is like Hispanic or something.
He's Puerto Rican, but he classifies himself as Caucasian. But on the charges, they charge him as being black.
But Fat Joe is not of black descent, though. Fat Joe is he don't look black to me.
You're missing a point, right? It's like we understand that the point is that they inflate our
numbers.
Stats. They inflate ours by adding this Guyanese man, by adding Fat Joe, by adding Cash Kid. All these other people that are not necessarily black, they're going to put them in them as black. And then that's why we are considered the most dangerous men in America when we are not. We are not the most dangerous man in America. We actually, if you're in trouble, the best place to run to is a goddamn black man.
Except in certain neighborhoods.
What neighborhood you in?
No, you lying. You lying. You must not see them breaks. You lying.
It don't matter what neighborhood he's in. Because you remember about a couple of years ago, it was this wild-looking crackhead man, and he said, I knew there was something wrong when that white girl ran to me and asked for help, and he looked like he was straight up on crack, like a crackhead. And that white lady ran to her, can you please help me? He's like, yes, white lady. Ain't no white lady ever came to me for help. And he helped that white lady. You go to a black man, hey, listen, Hey, Izzy, man, look, I was so scared of white people. Man, like a white woman was walking down the street and I was walking on the same side. I crossed the street.
You making up shit now.
And then, Izzy, and then another white woman was walking on that side. I walked right in the middle of the goddamn street.
You making up shit.
So when an Albanian, Albanian does a crime, right? So when an Albanian does a crime, is there like an Albanian statistic, or they consider them white?
They call them non-Caucasian. They call them non-whites. That's literally what they call them. They call them a non-white.
I never seen that on an application.
Yeah, but that's what it says in the criminal court. It says non-white.
So how much? So could you show me the Albanian crime statistics?
No, they will be non-white. That's what they will be considered.
But they considered white though.
It's
because they help you with just.
I'm talking about in the criminal justice, they will be considered non-white. Non-Caucasian, that's what they would call them. They would not have them as a white American on the stats. They would be non-white. That's why even when you pull up the stats, it would say Hispanic non-white. That is something that they put non-white. So if you are banned, they're like non-white. So
I don't understand how this is a tether, like how a tether is making. I'm trying to figure out the correlation to a tether making this happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. We're gonna get you some act right. So what you are missing is that no matter what we do as black men, me and Izzy's gonna get bundled in with this fucking guy here that is just a straight up criminal and a liar. That is the problem. And me and Izzy is not in the same bubble as this guy. Me and Izzy cannot go to a job and say, hey, I'm in school about to get my degree and never actually get it. It ain't gonna happen for us. But for him, like, get the fuck out of here. Because he can speak with a little bit of an accent and he can say, what up, brethren? All of a sudden, it's okay. He's one of those good Negroes. You hear his accent, he don't sound like an American black person. They give them a pass. This is what's been happening.
I never got a pass for being an immigrant.
That's because you look and sound like us. You should have came in. Hold on, you should have came in and you should have said you was white. You would have got.
I can't say that I'm white. I can't do that shit.
Oh, you shit. See,
I didn't choose my classification when
oh, they messed you up. They put nigga on your times. They said nigga, and God, dog, they messed you up. You were supposed to get the white classification, DJ, and you'd have been all right. If you got the white classification, you'd have been all right.
I think Sharana get the white classification before me, to be honest.
And so, but regardless of the matter, like, even though I know I explain things in a funny way, but he actually got what I was saying though. Even though I was saying it in a very entertaining way, I was being very honest about what I was saying and being very truthful. They inflate our information on purpose by doing those very things. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay for us to just call it out. And we need our Caribbean brothers and sisters that is for the black diaspora is to help us call out these goddamn hypocrites of human beings as well.
No, we can't
with black Americans because they are not representing us in the way that we need them to move forward with our culture.
There's no way we could do anything without being called a tether. Straight up.
I just told you that what a tether is. If you want to keep trying to fight,
you just called the guy a tether and you don't got no proof.
No, because
go ahead. I don't want it to sound like we arguing. Go ahead, Sharon.
So the problem is that once we give you the definition and we all agree with it, that's the definition. That's how we supposed to move the needle forward. Like, hey, this is what the definition is. So it's not just because you're Caribbean. It's a Caribbean person that assimilates, that talks down on black Americans. And that's what we need to push. So it don't have anything to do with traveling outside of America.
I don't think you all agree on the definition. And just know you called the guy a tether and you don't got no proof that he was a tether.
And so
according to your definition, you know what I'm saying?
So no, but what you missed, even though I said it very funny, is got it right. So he is a part of it because he's making black people look bad. He's making black men look bad. He is degrading black men by his very acts. Me and is out here fighting tooth and nail to do it the honest way because me and him know how to do it the wrong way. We know.
bro. There's plenty, bro.
But all
Everywhere
my
you
friends have
go,
been doing it the wrong way.
everywhere you go, there's
What I'm saying
people
is
that's
this.
doing
So
it the
when we,
so-called right way and the
what
wrong way, bro.
what I'm trying
That
to
is
get you
like,
to,
come on, man.
what I'm trying to get you to understand, when me and somebody like is fight to do it the correct way, and we have somebody like him that has all of the facade of the right way, and he do it the wrong way, and having gun charges and all these things, it downgrades us as black men. It downgrades me and is.
I get what you're saying. I mean, listen, I get what you're saying. It's not just because you included me in a good life, but I do get what this is what he's saying. This is what he said for real, all jokes aside, right? He's saying that when that dude appears to be an upright man and he has our skin color, they use that to say, see, even the so-called good black men are not good. And so that trickles down on us, and they purposely use those numbers. They'll purposely classify him as black, or, you say, I guess black people in Guyana are classified as black. I think in certain places they are classified as black. But anyway, they do that because they know that by these stats and by these numbers, there's certain policing, there's certain laws, there's certain legislation that goes in place that correlates to these guilted numbers. And this is one thing that I believe. I can't prove it. I believe that there's way more than 14% of black people in America. I really believe that. I believe that those numbers are highly, highly stifled, and for several different reasons. But the legislation, the policing, and the governance of the people are based on those numbers. So they purposely skew those numbers. And we've heard that in different places. They skew the numbers. They mess the numbers up. We've heard that on a state by state or city by city basis. It's a common thing.
Just by kind of like that lumping up, is that like, do you think that's what's skewing it? Because I mean, I definitely believe there's more black people, in the country than that as well. But what do you think is like, how you think there are other people are being, I guess, miscategorized or whatever? Like, how you think this is happening?
So like Fat Joe was a good example, right? So on Fat Joe's initial paperwork, and why he was trying to use that he read, it said black. But when you dig deeper, Fat Joe identifies as Caucasian. So it literally says Caucasian on his driver's license. So at the end of the day, when you have those type of things or those type of disparities, in order to those how they skew.
Understood. All right.
Damn, Sharon,
Look,
right
man.
again.
Sharon is not even right, because Sharon got a moving definition of what a tether is. He just like is. I take him like 30% serious. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? On a good day, I think he's full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the problem that we having, right? This is the problem. This is the mindset that people keep on. This is why they keep calling you that. Because even though when I'm being very honest about it, you keep trying to paint me as something that I'm not saying. And that's not fair.
Bro, you literally just did it. I'm not painting you. You're the one that paints narratives. I'm not doing that. You just did that. Bro, you just said the man is a tether without having proof that he talks bad about black Americans. And that's the definition you give me of tether early on.
And I substantiate why I would consider him one. I didn't just paint a narrative of
him. You didn't. You just said something and assume what you were saying was right. Like literally, bro. You didn't prove anything.
He's literally a criminal. He literally act like he had a degree. People would. The reason why is wanted to fight for him because he seemed like he was an upstanding black man. He literally lied. He acted as we got the information that he had degrees. He ain't never even accomplished. Once he got enrolled, he got the job. He's like, all right, I'm good.
So all right. So let's add this to the definition. Could we add this to the definition?
This is why somebody like him is very dangerous to us as black men. He's very dangerous. Because
let's add that to the definition so we could,
because we will fight for him, and then when it comes out, we got egg on our face because he comes out to be a goddamn criminal. If
bro, there's many a black. Wait a minute. There's there's many a black Americans that people fight for that turn out that they were scamming, bro. That's not an exclusively immigrant thing. And also a lot of immigrants that do criminal shit are getting deported back to where they from so they could do time over there type shit. You know what I'm saying? And would you, if this accurate, we gotta add a person who's black and is an immigrant and is a criminal. We gotta add that to being a tether too, because it seemed first you saying is a person who talk against Black American. What if the man was some sort of freedom fighter and he got deported because he was over here illegally? Would that make him a tether,
You
or
tell
would
me
that
by the
make him?
definition. So it's very simple, right? So I don't even have to answer it. By the definition I gave, nobody would call that man a tether. And so the fact that you keep trying to confuse it is strange at this point.
You just called the man a tether. Oh my God, bro.
Right? Because again, I gave a very strong definition of what it is. So if
It was
he's a
not a
freedom
strong
fighter and he's fighting for black, like for example, we could give you Malcolm X. He's a person that's from a Caribbean descent, but he fought for black human beings. He is not and never would be able to be considered a tether.
Even if he broke, what if he was breaking the law?
I don't give a fuck about a what if.
Bro, we using a fucking example, bro.
No,
What the
yeah, but I'm
fuck?
not using an if. I never use the if.
All right, let's not use. Wait a minute. Let's not use. Wait. Calm down. Let's not use Malcolm X. Let's say there was a freedom fighter, but he was breaking the law. Let's not use Malcolm X as some imaginary freedom fighter.
Robin Hood.
Hold on. See, this is what you don't understand. I don't have to use no imaginary ifs. Goddamn, Marcus Garvey is a fucking tether. Straight up.
How is Marcus Garvey a tether?
What you mean? How? If you don't know,
you said a tether is somebody who talked down on Black Americans. When did Marcus Bro, you don't even understand. Your head's so up your ass. You can't even understand. You talking bullshit.
The conversation. You said you asked me a question. When has it been a freedom fighter that did some criminal things, right? And I'm giving you somebody that is a freedom fighter. That is not what bro. It was what you.
Bro, if you fucking listen, you would understand. That's not what I asked you, bro.
Listen, you are not listening. Like you trying to make up a fake person. I gave you a real person.
Shit, bro. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, that's not even what I ask you. Like, you so fucking stupid, bro. I literally try to use what if Malcolm X committed a crime. You say, oh, let's not use what if. So I make up a hypothetical. If it's a freedom fighter, but they did crime, are they a tether? Then you said, Marcus Garvey was a tether. So I'm asking, how is he a tether if he never spoke bad on Black people? Because that was your first definition of being a tether. How is he a tether?
You cannot be again. So following the conversation, a freedom fighter, that is a criminal. That is a tether, right? Because he will assimilate as a Black person, but actually he is doing all of the scamming. He's the one that's doing all the criminal activity. He is not doing right by the Black folks, but he will assimilate with Black folks, but he would tear us down because they will look at him as just Black. And again, I don't know why you're not able to follow this logic, but I'm literally going down your logic so you can understand.
I'm trying to go by your logic. How is Marcus Garvey a tether and he's not talking down on Black American?
Okay. Hold on. So this way, so you can understand again, because he was a criminal.
So that's what I'm saying. You didn't add that to the initial definition. This is why I'm saying the definition is growing. You don't even see that you're full of shit, bro.
It's not growing. So the reason why, because for some reason you just can't understand, is because they assimilate like they are us, and they not, and then we wind up fighting for their ass, and then we get egg on our face. Because they don't really give a damn about the Black image or the Black culture. They just scamming. But people from other places, they don't understand what we actually go through here because they wasn't raised here. So they don't understand that point. They don't understand that me and Iz is fighting a fucking image of people's imagination. It's their imagination that they want to fight us against and put us down and say that we are criminals. It's their imagination. And people like Marcus Garvey filled that imagination up too. People like this other your Guyanese brother, he fills that imagination up. See, this is what it is. Even when they have a $200,000 superintendent job wearing a fucking suit and tie, still nigga. That's what he represents. He make me represent that too. And for some fucking reason, you don't understand it.
Because you a fucking idiot, bro. I let you talk all of that shit and you still contradicting yourself. Just because you speaking with a lot of emotion and conviction don't mean that what you're saying is right. You full of shit. The definition that you're saying contradicts the definition you was talking about the first time. You said a tether is a black immigrant who talk down on black people. Then you added the man being a criminal to being a tether. Now I'm asking you, if you were a freedom fighter but you commit crimes, are you a tether? Now you taken away because Marcus Garvey didn't say nothing disparaging about black Americans. So now the definition don't got nothing to do about talking down on black Americans. Now if you a criminal, you a tether. You literally evolved the definition in this whole show. We ain't even been here 2 hours, and the definition changed from one thing to another. Like, that's what I'm saying. You inconsistent and you full of shit, bro. That's because you hype when you talking don't means what you saying is right, bro. The fuck?
And this is when we know you're losing the argument and you're just not smart enough to have the conversation.
I'm not even arguing to win. You're the one that trying to win. That's why you're contradicting yourself. When somebody's intention is to win an argument, when somebody's intention is to win, I don't give a fuck, nigga. When somebody, you did disrespect me several times.
You're just too stupid to understand the fucking conversation.
I hear you, Sharon. When somebody's talking to win, when somebody's agenda is to win, they're gonna never be consistent with what they're talking about. When somebody's intention is to win, they're never gonna be consistent with the shit they're talking about.
Maybe if you wash it.
Now he's talking about wash my hair. Look, the thing about it, I could really disrespect this fruity nigga crazy, but you see how much restraint I got. And this nigga is older than me.
No restraint.
Run it back. I found it. Y'all want to hear it back?
I'm about wash my hair in real whole life. Just to be clear, in real whole life. Anyway, you know what? You got it. You got it, Ellie.
Exactly. Sharon was talking, y'all. Let him finish saying what he's saying, and then we'll get to it. Go ahead. Finish saying what he's saying, Sharon. And then
the problem is when we having a conversation and I'm following the topic, and just because your point is getting demolished doesn't mean that I'm stupid because you can't follow the goddamn conversation. I'm literally giving you the reason why. When you become a criminal, why you are talking down on us black folks. I literally gave it to you. But because you're not from here, you don't understand it. And that's fine. I try to get you to understand, but you don't want to understand. That's also fine. But I'd rather you say that than try to give some bullshit gaslight. You too stupid and you fruity. All that other bullshit, that don't mean shit. Don't mean nothing. Talk to the topic.
Hey, LA, I want to ask you a question after LA's finished. Which after LA, you got the floor.
No, I was just wondering. I mean, did y'all want to hear it back? Because, I mean, I didn't hear anything about criminality. I heard more about, and that's why even I reiterated. I was like, oh, so it's more about the downplaying, dismissing of the things that we went through. And you agreed to that.
Well, he expanded it. He did later expand. DJ Wish Doctor heard it too. I heard it too. He later expanded the definition on the second go around. He expanded it. And he said, well, I want to include criminality in it because the criminals make us look a certain type of way because they combine us all together, even though they're not of us. So he did include criminality.
Bro, I just said earlier that the definition is forever moving and it's forever changing. And he argued that like this nigga is a fucking idiot, bro. And he's full of shit, bro. Like it's stressful even talking to this nigga, bro. Like the fuck.
Only to a
you confusing me even more before I came to this shit, bro. Now you don't gotta look. I don't feel pressed by Sharon at all because I see niggas like Sharon in real life. They don't act like this. Dead ass. I promise you. I promise you. I don't see niggas like you got this shit took, bro, in real life. So I'm not.
I don't feel crazy about when you pop. Say this bullshit, but guess what? I went to plenty of meetups and nobody ever texted me like that ever. Y'all niggas is stupid,
bro. I don't see you as I don't see you. You're not a threatening person to where I gotta see you and run down on you. When I see you, I would laugh. You're not a threatening person, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Dumb as hell.
All right, brothers. All right.
Hey,
hold on, Sharon.
Yo, the person that goes outside with plenty of jewelry on at nighttime in strange cities is the person that, even though
I do the same thing. I do the same thing you do.
No, you do.
Even more. I
I know
do. I
you
be
are
around
borderline.
way more. Like,
Great.
bro,
Okay.
like, it is.
I
Go
okay,
ahead,
so
G.
I want to ask you a question, DJ. Yo, do you believe, since you've been here, do you believe that you have been a victim of racism or of mischaracterization, as not on the internet, but like in real life? Have you faced real life racism in real life?
Yeah,
What happened, and how did
being
it go
pulled,
down?
being pulled over by the cops. My job randomly drug testing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been profiled a lot of times for a lot of shit. Like look how I look, my appearance. You know what I mean? I don't got like manicured dreadlocks. My shit is like literally grow like a tree. Is some natural shit. But I'm not like, I don't shy away from it. I wear my shit with pride or whatever. But yeah, I've been profiled even in stores. Like, people checking to see if you, like, sometimes I'm in a store, I take out my wallet because it's annoying somebody looking at you like you about to shoplift. Like, plenty there. It's too much. I could keep naming. It's numerous times.
So let me ask you this: has you talking and then hearing your accent, has it ever changed a situation or a perception of you?
No. Probably wait, let me not say that. Probably in certain ways, you know what I'm saying? People, like, if somebody hear my accent and they trying to relate, they might start talking about weed or some shit. Like different, like, I don't like the thing about it, bro. I'm not pressed by a lot of shit, but like shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So overall, like, I know you got a lot of homeboys. You even have family that are Black Americans, right? They're
Yeah.
not from another country. Like, do overall, when you converse with them, you talk with them, you chop it up with them, do you see a lot of similarities in the experience, or do you see a lot of difference in the experience, and how does that kind of correlate?
I would say wait, my bad. Ask the question again. You see a lot of what differences in how we talk?
Not how we talk, but like how we like I'm sure you got like family members of people that you're close to that are FBA, right? You got family members of people that are just straight from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When y'all chop it up and talk, do y'all have similar experiences, or do y'all have a different set of experiences? I'm just curious from
We
your
got
perspective.
similar experience up here, but like, prior to me coming up here, we have different experiences.
I
So
got you.
in America, we got similar experience in America. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I get what you're saying. Just curious. Go ahead, Sharon. You want to just go say so? I'm trying to diffuse the situation. Your ass trying to keep shit going. Go ahead, man. Look, the palms of your hands are very white. Sir. They're very white.
Very white.
They are white. They are powdered white.
Goodness, man. I mean, okay, so what do you call a Black American who claims to be like, FBA, whatever, who sees another FBA and they decide that they're not Black enough? And so they're kind of ostracized and pushed out. And not just for colorism, but maybe just for features or things like that. What do you call those Black Americans who talk down on other FBAs, been here, for generations? What do you call them?
They're usually not American. It's just what it is. We can start naming them, right? We got Trigger Mike. We know
Leave
he
my
is.
homie Trigger Mike
My
alone.
bad.
No,
We, we
it's
got we
Trigger
got
Mike an
we could
FBA?
we could just go down name. We got Trigger Mike. We got
Is he an
Chaotic Crew.
FBA?
We got
No,
no,
he's
he's not.
Nigerian.
No,
No,
I'm
He's
talking
Nigerian.
about a FBA talking about another
it
FBA.
don't happen. That's what I'm trying to
It
say.
does.
It happens all the time, though.
Name them.
That happened to me.
Okay, name them. Go ahead, name them.
Good Lord.
No, I'm just saying that's what happened to me. That happened to me growing up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
Like,
I'm saying. Those
not
people,
being
right?
called Black enough and things like that, but they're from here.
Right. And this is
The
the
people's from
problem, right?
here.
A lot of times we really believe that they are us. We believe that shit. That's
Also,
the problem.
so those kids were from somewhere else.
But
Yes.
no, but hold on. Nah, I
Oh
can't listen.
Lord.
What? Hold on. The kids that call my daughter Oreo because she had
Right.
because she was old Lottie, and both of her parents are Black, and both of her people are Black,
That was
and
my
they call
child too.
my baby Oreo because she graduated old Lottie. Those kids were Black too. Those
That's what
kids were
you
Black.
think.
No, I'm
promise-
telling you, they was Black.
I promise you, they look and talk like it, but they are just like Witch Doctor.
Yeah, come
Just
on. There
like
you go with the bullshit.
exactly the same.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I'm not pressed,
And
but
no,
I'm telling you, bro.
So me,
Sharon
they
is
just
like
lazy niggas.
Sharon is a butter knife, bro. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, Sharon is a butter
What?
knife.
yo,
Oh
listen,
god.
hey, listen. I don't gotta play tough on the internet, bro. Like,
I don't play tough either.
I
I'm actually super chill on the internet, bro.
no, you
I'm not
good. You
on no tough shit.
said, bro. You said if you
You
see
the
me,
toughest
I'm
nigga on the
hey,
internet.
look,
You telling me need to
you
wash
know,
my hair, like
yo,
nigga. You a
what's
goofy
so
dude,
funny? You ain't the only person that said, "Hey, if I see you, I'm gonna do something." Guess what happened? I go see the
bro.
person, and
He
nothing
didn't say
happens.
Bro, when did I say? Why are
he
you
didn't
Crazy.
say
so,
that,
bro? Do
bro.
you feel threatened by me? When did I say when I see you? I said if I seen you in person, I would bust out laughing.
Yeah,
Like
Okay,
he
why
said
would
so
I try to
he feels
attack
safe.
you?
This
That's a
way.
okay,
waste of my
so now
fucking
we
time,
understand
bro.
that. So now we understand that I did hear you, right? So I don't see
No,
this
no,
is
wait,
this is
wait,
ain't no
no.
way. I could take it however I want to take it. I'm taking it how
Pause,
I'm gonna take
pause,
it.
pause,
That's
pause,
it. Like I
pause,
don't give a
pause.
fuck
Huh?
about what nobody else say. None of y'all niggas is touching me ever in your
But
fucking
he
life.
didn't threaten
Y'all
you,
Whoever
niggas
brother.
is
said, bro?
pussy. All right, so
Did I
okay,
say about
fine.
to touch
I'm gonna say it
Sharon?
straight up like
Did
this.
anybody
No.
see it?
Hold
Did
on, I'm gonna say
anybody
it
see
like this.
anything? This
All
shit
you
is
bitch
crazy.
ass niggas that's keep trying to threaten me on internet, you pussy. Straight up.
He
When did
didn't
Anyone,
I
threaten
threaten?
you.
When
I
did
don't
I
care who it
threaten
is.
Sharon?
He didn't
Whoever.
threaten you.
I'm
You
telling you.
Just
crashing out for
because
no
you feel
reason.
threatened, just because you feel threatened, don't mean somebody's threatening you. That's something within you that you
Exactly.
gotta,
You better watch
you know what I'm
out for a
saying?
nigga's imagination. That's right,
You
nigga.
gotta
What
I'm
really,
telling you straight
you
up.
gotta do some
I'm telling you straight up.
self-reflection
Hey,
as
the
to
worst
why
thing
you
you
feel
could do
threatened by
is
other
threaten. The
men.
worst thing you could
Why do
do
you
is
feel threatened by
threaten
other
somebody
Wait,
men?
wait,
that
hold
if
on,
that
hold on. Time
person
out, time
feels
out, time out.
right.
Wait, time out. On this crash out, this brings us to Nicki
Boy,
Minaj. Let's talk about Nicki
boy,
Minaj
yo, sit
and
your
how she
stupid
crashed
ass
out
down.
just like this.
Boy, boy, yo, sit your stupid ass down. I promise
Shout out
you,
to
Sharon
bro.
Nicki
is being a
Minaj.
Karen right now. I did not say I
Yo,
was
what?
gonna touch
What?
Sharon or threaten him. He's being a Karen right
Boy,
now.
I'm
I
telling
just
you,
want
boy.
everybody to see for the record.
And let's read the super
Hey,
chats, man.
listen.
Shout out to
Hey,
everybody.
listen.
Send us love.
All I know is this. I know the difference between when somebody say "what up" and "what up." I
Of
know the
course,
difference.
of course.
All right, then. They gonna try to play me like I'm stupid, like I don't know. Fuck out of here.
You better know the
Also, I know you
difference.
better not fuck with my imagination. You walk outside, you fuck with my imagination. You want to, you don't get fucked up. Straight up.
Bro, you're not.
You think somebody
That's
playing
what's up.
around with? You think somebody's playing around with their life with the way how you talk to them? Why you fucking crazy? Y'all
Yo,
niggas is insane.
Sharon, I'm not
Ain't nobody.
threatened by you
Now
at all,
look,
bro.
no. Let's be truthful. Izzy, nobody play like that. Where we from?
No,
Nobody
I
plays
don't
like
gotta
that.
bring nobody in. I don't gotta
I
where
do.
I'm from.
Now look,
That's why are
where
you
I'm
trying
from,
to
when you
convince
Bro, where you
yourself? What are
from?
you
where
trying
I'm
to convince?
from, where
What are
I'm
you trying to
from, you
convince
start
yourself
thinking to
of?
get
Where you
slapped
What
up.
are
from?
you
If
trying to
I was
convince
this, if
yourself
I,
of,
and this is
sir?
why I don't play those
What
fucking
are you
idiots.
trying to
What,
convince
what
yourself of,
happened?
sir?
Hey, what happened if I did?
Big man,
What
big
happened
man, big man.
wow, that's what
What
happened
are
if
you
you
trying to
talk all that
convince
shit. Fuck
yourself
out of
of, big
here.
man?
Ain't no
That's
talking about
Nobody
no
motherfucker.
said when they see you they was gonna
out of
do
here.
you nothing. I said when I see you,
Boy,
I would
yo,
bust
sit
out
your
laughing.
stupid ass down.
He said he was
I hear
gonna
you.
laugh. He said he see you as a friendly guy, but I understand
Boy,
what you're saying. Hey, shout out to
boy,
A.
if
Shout
you
out to
sit your
A.
stupid ass
Hey,
down.
hold on, AAS. If you I don't want to say people government out if you don't want me to. So if you would, if you say something in the chat, say that was me. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the cash app, yo. Let's shout out to my man JD1975. Thank you as well for the cash app. I appreciate you. Can we read the super chats? Because y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. Can we read?
Where did we left off at the super chats?
We left off at Trucker Yell's last comment when he said that's right.
No, he said
That's
he
right.
was
He
saying that
damn
was disrespectful.
now this one I think was that's right. He damn criminal. He's a
Oh,
damn criminal here, illegal. Shout out to that.
And shows you the living humbly becoming a new motherfucking member. Appreciate you, bro. We also got Trucker Yale. He said, do y'all realize how many professional jobs have illegals? Even in the trucking industry, people out here with false CDLs.
Damn.
You got it, Is.
Hey, shout out to my guy Trucker Yell. Thank you very much holding me down, Trucker Yell. Y'all be like Trucker Yell, support the show. He said, was that crackhead Brownsville? Scuba crack. Brownsville ain't even here to defend himself. Why are you throwing Brownsville in it? Thank you, Trucker Yell. Appreciate it.
And shows the Romello, he said the 13% concept comes from the percentage of so-called slave on the 1790 U.S. Census. I'll get y'all I'll get y'all dig deep on that. I appreciate you for the info, Romello. Appreciate you. And we got Trucker Yield.
He said, Sharon, you're wrong, especially about Marcus Garvey.
Hey, hey, hey.
There you go with the bullshit. leave him alone. Hey, now Cash Kid is a tether?
Yeah.
100. Now, no, he said now Cash Kid is a tether. I think he said 100.
Okay.
I read
Damn,
that.
Cash.
Trigger Mike ain't never ever disrespected us. Yeah, shout out to my brother Trigger Mike. Yo, you better leave Trigger Mike. Trigger Mike is Trigger Mike for a reason. That boy nice. Shout out to my brother Trigger Mike. If everything go down, I'm moving next to my brother Trigger Mike. Salute to Trigger Mike.
I showed the Trucker Yield.
You got it if you want to.
He said, he always showed love, even his wife is black. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mostly, I probably dated one time outside of my race before I moved to America. But yeah, all of my women are black Americans also. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on the pro black side of things. You know what I mean? But yeah, even with the Trucker Yale shit, it's like the definition don't like. I'm telling you, the definition is forever changing. And I don't know if y'all see that. Some people, they head too far up their ass, so they might not see it. You know what I'm saying? And they, they sip their own Kool-Aid, so they might not see the shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got it.
All right, yo, what's next, man? Y'all move forward. What's up, Whoopi? What's next, man? But hey, listen, I think that Sharon crashing out is a perfect time to talk about Nicki Minaj. What do y'all think about Nicki Minaj? So Nicki Minaj has been on a recent rant.
That was a good segment.
Nicki Minaj has been on a recent rant and she's been going in. She started out going in on Cardi B, and then the people for the Breakfast Club, they commented on it. Charlemagne and Lauren and Jess Hilarious. I'm sorry, Jess Hilarious, and Envy. They commented on it, and then she snapped off on them. Did y'all see that latest Breakfast Club rant that was going on?
Well, she another fucking tether.
I did not.
There you go. She's born and raised in New York City. Her people are from Trinidad. Shout out to all my Trinidadian family, all my people from Trinidad. Salute to the Trinidadian side. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my peoples. But yeah, she was born and raised in New York though. But her parents
act the same way. Whenever somebody, you know what I'm saying, that is better than them, they feel threatened by it. I don't know what's wrong with her, because she is technically goated already. She have no reason to be crashing out like that. It's something with these Caribbeans and goats. I don't know what it is. But regardless of the fact
that's happening here. Don't you have why? What?
Bro, you gotta realize some people is so weak, bro. You gotta let they could punch 100 punches, and when you do one, they could punch 100 punches, and when you bust one punch, they start squirming. That's weak shit. That's why I let him get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just weak shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. Your joke saying it's funny. It's not just that's not.
I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not trying to.
That's the funny part. You being serious. That's the funny part about it. That's what you don't understand because you're just not smart enough to catch it. And it is okay. It's something about that salt water when you're on that banana boat. It's just like,
yo, what the freak is happening?
Yeah, let him rock. No, just let him rock, because when I want y'all to let me rock too. Somebody, y'all let him do his thing. Go ahead, enjoy yourself, man. Knock yourself out, Sharon. Have a ball.
It's all right. The truth is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't know shit about the truth. You a lying ass nigga, bro. Dead ass.
I know.
Even in this conversation, you wasn't man enough to admit that the definition is moving, or you probably didn't give the full definition the first time. You full of shit, bro.
No, you just can't follow.
You're not on no honorable shit. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, I know. You just can't follow the conversation. See, is right. Even though me and him go back and forth and all that, he can at least follow a conversation.
Both is and LA agree that the definition changed from when you first.
Okay, switch doctor. It's okay. Relax.
You say what?
It's okay. So again, Nicki, right? She feels a certain way because she is not in the limelight anymore, and so she feel like she has to attack this girl because because Ice Baby is going to be at the Super Bowl. And so it's a good possibility, even though she'd probably going to be delivering at the time, that she could get that Super Bowl look. And somebody like Nicki is upset that Lil Wayne and get the Super Bowl look so she could get the Super Bowl look. She also upset at goddamn Jay-Z and the whole Rock Nation because, you know, they didn't get the Super Bowl. It's a lot of things going on, and she's just lashing out. And it's probably because they on some drugs. It's probably the weed. Something with that weed, too. That weed be messing with people's brain, and they be having them feeling like they being attacked and things of that nature. Or whatever drugs they on. For her to start talking about people's family is wild for Nicki Minaj to do something crazy like that. Like, if you're going to have a issue with somebody, keep it on the person. Straight up. There's something wrong with Nicki at this
Bro,
point.
the hypocrisy is at an all-time high right now. If y'all really listen, yeah, Sharon is walking hypocrisy right now. But look, man, I'm seeing what y'all be saying. Sharon, hey man, this shit is crazy.
So Lauren, have you had a chance to see what's going on with the Nicki Minaj situation?
I have not. I'm entertained by the synopsis though. I don't know. I mean, she's always had this big attitude. Didn't they do like this kind of mini like documentary or something like that on MTV when she first came out? And she was really like, I don't know, going on this rant. I remember about her, I guess, feeling like she was challenged as a woman in the industry because she felt like she knew what she wanted, you know, everything to look like, you know, whether it be performances, whatever. And she didn't need, you know, that type of help. And when you act like a boss or whatever, people feel threatened. But I don't know, that could have, I mean, that was years ago. So, I mean, you can imagine what her attitude is like now. And I don't know the dynamics of the situation, but if she snapped on somebody's parents, yeah, I can see that. It's a lot of irrationality that happens in Hollywood for sure, especially when she the queen and got all her, you know, barbs.
Yeah, shout out to the barbs. Yeah. Shout out to Nicki, shout out to the barbs. But yeah, she was going at Cardi B. You know, her and Cardi B have been going back and forth for a little while.
Okay.
She went at, you know, Megan Thee Stallion. She went at Remy Ma. She went at most famous, most notably Little Kim. She's going at quite a few female rappers. So Charlemagne, of course, in classic Charlemagne fashion, was talking. I think he was gaslighting her though. He's talking about you need to heal, and I'm gonna pray for you, and I hope. Like, I don't know. I think it's gaslighting. What do y'all think? I think Charlemagne was gaslighting the shit out of her. What do y'all think?
No, I think I gotta see all the things, but it definitely seems that she need to heal from something. And a lot of people that start crashing out for no reason, they can't stick to a topic. They usually need to heal from some kind of trauma that they can't even explain. Why is that bringing that out of? Why are you bringing so much anger and hatred out of your body like that? It's because you are not healed. Why you? Yo, it is.
Sharon has got to be stopped, man.
All I'm saying is that like it's a strong possibility that like with all the medication that she's possibly on, because we don't know what she's on, but for her to start crashing out and talking about the young lady's child is wild.
I didn't hear that part. What did she say about the child? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. See, that's what
and we just know that some people just like, you know, I don't know if she sniffs anything, but we just know she likes how things smell. Right?
Well, you know, some people really believe in this, you know, they hit low, you know, when they take it to hell type of shit. So, you know, people just need to keep things in perspective. Everything isn't that serious to respond so viciously. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Right. Some people, they believe on taking it to hell. And I don't, yeah. So.
Especially if you don't see something as a threat, it's like.
Yeah. Oh God. See. Oh, all right. Never mind. I'm be quiet. These subliminals.
I'm just saying, if you don't see something as a threat, I don't see why you should like even like lift a finger. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
These niggas, what?
This shit is wild.
We might as well just let y'all fight, man.
Right? Like, cause I'm just trying to just
me versus Sharon is like is the same way I wouldn't fight with LA. Like me versus like, come on, it's like why would I do that? That like that's taking advantage. Like I'm like, come on, man. I won't fight with Sharon unless he run down on me. I might knock him out, but I wouldn't run down on him. If I see him, it wouldn't be no hostility. I would laugh as soon as I see him.
You know
But
what's
if he
funny
get
about it?
hostile with me, I'll probably laugh at first because I'll think he's joking. But if I see that he's serious, then I'll probably consider taking him serious. You know what I mean?
The funny thing about it is like when Lauren get hair in her face, she do this thing when she whip her head a certain way. You do the same thing. You do the same exact thing. Yeah,
What do I do?
The same thing that Lauren do when she be all nice and feminine. She gotta
Show
whip
me.
her hair from in front of her face. You do the same thing.
Show me when do I do that? Show me that. What is he laughing at?
I don't know. I moved it.
Yeah, there you go. There you
That's
go.
what I do.
Exactly. Yes, he does the
When
same.
have you seen me? I don't get it. I don't get it. I
He
don't
stole
get
my
it.
hat. I want that hat.
Yeah.
What do you mean that I be swooshing my? What does he mean, Lauren? I don't know if you know what he means.
That your locks are long. I don't know.
It's all right.
Bro, I'm into women, bro.
But
Don't,
you always
man.
have a tie back, so I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what side of fantasies this guy. I'm on pineapple. I'm feeling uncomfortable. Pineapple.
I am not in this.
Pineapple. Pineapple. It's getting a little uncomfortable, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't diss certain communities. You live your life how cheers. You live your life how you want to live your life. But I'm not into that stuff. So respectfully, just don't see me in that way, Sharon. I appreciate it.
I don't see you in anyway. I see you for what you are.
I hope so.
That's it.
Okay. All right. We was in the middle of reading super chats, I think, right?
No, I was talking about the topic. I don't know why certain people felt a certain way. It's because I talk about the topic. It's kind of weird.
I don't feel no way. I feel the same way I felt like 10 minutes ago.
Again, I was talking about the topic.
I thought we are talking about the topic. Everything is relative.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on the topic about Nicki
is asked about she talking about I think she referred to Cardi B's kid as monkey or some shit like that.
Oh wow. I didn't see the comment. Is that what happened? Sure.
Well, definitely on those lines of monkey. She's talking about the child's teeth. She did some kind of like a Photoshop, you know how unhinged people they would take a picture of you and Photoshop it and make you look something else. She did that to her child.
Damn.
Shit is wild.
That's crazy.
You know
yeah, that's crazy. And then she put it on what, Insta or something?
Yeah.
That's
wild. You know what I'm saying? She called it like gummy or something like that. Like she made her teeth like all gums or some shit like that. Like it's weird. I didn't get to see it because I don't have time to, but I keep hearing people like, yo, you heard about it? No, I didn't hear about it. I'm sorry. I gotta put this 2,000-pound manly stuff. I gotta do it throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, come on, baby. You're not lifting 2,000 pounds by yourself, man. Stop it, bro.
By myself.
This nigga.
It's a technique that you got to do, but yeah, it's by myself.
Yeah, it's called a lift. It's called a forklift. It's called, you ain't picking it up by yourself, bro.
By myself.
Shout out to you, man. Hercules. Hey, thank you very much to my man Trucker Yale. Thank you for Trucker holding us down. Can someone help my guy Trucker out on the Ismailite Nation side of things? Trucker said he always showed love, even his wife is black. Stop. Who? Oh, talking about Marcus Garvey? Is that Marcus Garvey?
No, that's Trucker. That's Trigger Mike.
Oh, Trigger Mike. Oh, Trigger Mike. Yeah, shout out to Trigger Mike. Definitely my guy. That's my guy right there. Shout out to Trigger Mike. I don't like people talking about Trigger Mike like that.
I never heard him say nothing crazy about
Nah. Trigger Mike just calls out. He just calls out the debaucherous behavior every now and again, and he just want people to be on the up and up. And I think that's a cool thing.
Nah, he talks down on black culture all the time. He says black culture is trash and all these other things. He says it all the time. He talks down.
I never seen the clip when he said that. Yeah.
Oh, that means it don't exist, I guess.
No, I'm just saying I never seen it. I never said that.
Right. So I guess it means it don't exist.
And she also the Rogue C. She said, "Nah, Nicki is wildin'. Cardi told her to pull the fuck up." Let's go, Roxy. Appreciate you. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're drinking some good soup. You know what I'm saying? Some warm fluids. You know what I'm saying? So you could knock the flu out of here. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. And we also got Trucker Yale. He said they ain't no different. They all the same hoes. No, they all the same. Comma. Hoes gonna be hoes. Married the same Dirty D Rodneys. 100. They both looking like clones. Appreciate you, Trucker. Yeah, appreciate you.
So that, I guess he said Nicki and Cardi B are looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what if that's like what if that's her level though? You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
how's Nicki a hoe?
no,
No, I think he was talking about Cardi.
Cardi.
Actually,
I
I
thought he was talking about Cardi.
I think he's talking about Cardi, but he's just saying they're the same though. Because
Right, he's saying right. So how's Nicki a hoe? We know how it would be with for what we know, she was with one dude for a long time, and then she married the other dude.
no, wait, whoa. You skipping some dudes now. You skipping some dudes.
I don't know.
You skipping over Meek Mill.
Meek? I'm about to say Meek.
That's a good one.
Safari.
The Bree sit with Nas. Well,
Yes.
the dude that she was with for a long time was Safari.
Safari, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was
she
a
was
long
with
story.
Safari. That's the dude that she was with for a long time. But you forget Meek, and then you forget Nas.
I forgot Nas for sure.
Right, and then you forget whoever
But
else.
I wouldn't say-
Allegedly, she was attached to Eminem for a second. Allegedly, that was an
But
alleged.
I still don't see even if we name four dudes probably that we could like officially say is, you know what I'm saying, like we can name four that's official, I think, right? I wouldn't consider that a hoe. Right, because we got Safari, Meek, even though those both was long relationships, serious relationships. Nas is probably the only one that's like, hey, you know, that was
allegedly M.
Right, but that's alleged. So yeah, I don't know. She don't. I don't know. I just never really heard nobody really call her a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like even Cardi, she doesn't seem like a hoe until recent time, right? Like I don't know.
Well, come on, fam. Like the drugging people, the taking niggas to the hotel, drugging people, the working at a strip club. She's
definitely a degenerate and all those other things, but you know, we gotta pop it off. You know what I'm saying? Like she was literally putting scopamine on her titty and taking the money before they even get to put the thing in. So you know, like I don't know.
Come on, that's not ladylike behavior.
Oh, it's definitely not ladylike. I am definitely not saying she a lady.
Yeah, it being in the strip club, like, you know, talking like, come on, man. And we forget on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if it was a storyline or what, but remember her producer Sway had a girl. She was from the UK, and Cardi B absolutely was trying to tease that girl about Sway, and she harassed the shit out that girl about.
I gotta clear that up because I heard you tell that story, and I was just like, the dude had a girlfriend. She was dating the dude who was in jail, and they was working together. Dude pressed up on her. She did not know that he had a girlfriend. That's why she kind of went off on both of them for not telling her, because she didn't even want to be seen as being a home wrecker and being a hoe and all this other stuff. If you had a girlfriend, you should have just told me type stuff. So that's really what happened.
When she found out,
in the hotel room first, and then.
But when she found out, it's the same thing with Self. When she found out, she started going at the girl. I followed Nick. I followed Cardi before she blew up. I know who Cardi was before she blew up.
Because his girlfriend was following the hoe and disparaging.
I mean, I like at that particular time. I was in management. You know what I'm saying? I was managing artists, and so it was my business. I was looking into Rich Dollars and how he did his thing. I was looking into Self and how he did his thing. So of course, I always keep my eye on the competition. I always keep my eye on. I'm still
looking at you with a side eye, but
No, his girlfriend started saying that Cardi B is just a stripper hoe. Why you want to hang out with her? Started talking all this shit. That's why she got the shoe thrown in her face. That was the reason.
I get it, but then she went to "I take your man" and sat on his lap and all the other stuff. Come on,
that was at the reunion.
She kissed him. She kissed him and all that after that. So it's like, you know,
antagonizing somebody. I just don't know if I want to call that a hoe just because she was antagonizing.
And the dude didn't let her know in the first place. So again, I don't know. People are supposed to be mind readers and all kinds of stuff. You know.
No, but listen, we're not doing that.
Speech. You can't determine how somebody's going to react to that type of stimuli. You know, obviously, calling, being called a hoe is a trigger for her. So yes, and that's when she probably gonna be like, okay, well, that's when I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna sit on this lap. I'm gonna do all this stuff because what you finna do.
Nah,
And
but if
just
it's
do a shoe
not
in your
in you,
face.
but if it's not in you, you're not gonna do it. If you're a
She from
woman of a
where?
certain,
I'm
if you're a
sorry,
woman
she's
of a
from
certain
where?
if you're a woman of a, she's from the Bronx. But if you're a woman,
Oh, okay.
that's not a reflection of me. Everybody
No,
knows if
it's
you're from New York, Brooklyn is
y'all know
way
how y'all
different from
get
the
down,
Bronx.
right?
No, Brooklyn is way different from the Bronx. Everybody knows that. The
In
Bronx be
general,
the Bronx be making it. Brooklyn keep on taking it. We very
right.
different.
This
Understand that.
goes back to this regional stuff because
Now we very
if you was
different. We
tested
are.
on the block, you'd be like, I'm from blah blah blah. You know
Nah,
what I'm
but
saying?
Brooklyn,
People be
Brooklyn, we
throwing
a
out where
little
they from
different.
like it
And
matters, right?
shout out to all my people from Gun Hill Road. Shout out to my brothers from the BX.
Yeah.
I love my brothers from the BX, but y'all know we very different. We
But
very
we say
different.
that like it
And shout out
matters
to
in the
the
moment.
Huh?
It matters.
You breaking
shout
up,
out to
Sean.
the
From the
DX.
Bronx.
They got buildings falling down in the DX. That don't happen in Brooklyn. You feel me?
Look, we ain't gonna do that. We had abandoned buildings. Get out of here. We had abandoned buildings. Let's not do that. Let's not do that
Did you
shit.
see the building that fell apart? It's not an abandoned building. You seen
What?
it?
Nah.
Oh, in the Bronx, yeah. One of the project buildings, a section of it just fell down. The whole 17 floors fell down.
Damn.
While people live there, it's not an abandoned spot.
Damn.
But
What?
the crazy part, nobody got hurt. All 17 floors fell down, bro.
Oh wow.
And they was
but only-
living in there?
Yeah, people was living there. People was asleep. It happened at like 7 in the morning. So it was just one section of the building. So it luckily wasn't a section where because if you know how to build, it was the garbage chute section that
Wow. Oh, the incinerators part.
right. So nobody got hurt, but the whole joint, 17 floors fell down. Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. Damn. Well, I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
crazy.
got hurt.
That's crazy. But I don't think you know how that is. I don't think that had much to do with you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it got a lot to do with the Bronx for sure.
There you go with the bullshit.
Here we go with this regional shit.
They gonna start with the
It's
bullshit.
America though.
Yeah,
We
it's
different
definitely-
though, but we are different. We are different. But shout out to Cardi. We can't give Cardi a pass though. Even though Sharon be trying to give her a pass, we can't give Cardi a pass, and the jury's still out on Nicki. But
Cardi
I do
is
think,
black, so I don't care.
well, she's Dominican. You know, she's
She's
black. She's as black as Blanco is, or as
Oh, that's a tether too.
You ain't seen her
They are.
parents?
yeah, I seen her parents. Her parents are dark.
But you know what?
Darker,
No, they
Cardi-
darker Dominican.
You know
Her
what? But
mama
Cardi,
is.
she, but you know,
I seen her mom and her dad.
I would say Cardi and Nicki.
They're
They
your
do,
complexion. Go ahead.
Cardi and Nicki, they do big up the black community. So I would not really consider them to be tethers.
So wait a minute. Look at the
But she's
look,
a
ladies.
criminal.
Wait a minute. Can I say something?
guys.
I appreciate that, Ellie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that shit. This is how you know. I'm telling you, when people talk to win an argument instead of just having an organic conversation, they're gonna have a bunch of inconsistencies because their eyes is on winning. So they forget the shit that they saying. That's why Sharon, this guy right to the left right here, he is full of shit. This guy right here, he's a guy that is full of shit.
So explain how. Like you just saying stuff.
LA, go, LA, you
You
want to
explain it. You explain it.
Wait, go ahead. LA got it. Go ahead, LA.
You're too dumb to explain it. You just talking.
No, I
Nigga,
mean,
shut the fuck up, you bitch ass nigga.
Lord
Shut the
have
fuck up,
mercy.
bro.
Boy, you look dumb as hell. He can't even explain his own argument. This boy dumb as hell. This boy stupid.
Go ahead, LA. Go ahead.
all right. I pointed out the fact that Cardi B's not black. I don't see her as black. Other people might see her as black through the diaspora or whatever. I've seen the representatives of who her parents are. They don't look black. True indeed, she might not. She actually capitalizes off of black culture, and she makes black women look horrible as well. But you know, in the past, she has been known to do some criminal things in order to get her bread. So how can she not be a tether when she's got all that going on?
Because she's not a criminal. She's literally a
Because she didn't get caught.
Wait,
She
she's
admitted
not a
to it.
criminal. She's a criminal.
Oh, my light went out.
This is why I didn't want to. This is why I didn't want to explain it because I wanted other people to show that he's.
Wait,
full of
Cardi
shit
is
and
not a
idiot.
criminal.
How she's a criminal?
Yo,
She admitted to doing things.
okay. I'm gonna tell you how she's.
Wrong.
I'm gonna tell you how she's a criminal. She drugged people and got them set up to be robbed. Cardi B is a self-proclaimed gang member. Cardi B was sitting there and she was assaulting people and doing bodily harm to people, which is a crime. Cardi B has done multiple things that would indicate that, and she even claimed to have sold drugs as well. So that
Okay, so
all
this is the
criminal
only
activity.
way. This is the only
Just
way I
because
can
you loud don't mean you
consider it.
smart. Sometimes
Would you
there's
consider-
loud
would you
idiots.
consider
Empty
yourself-
barrels make the most noise. You got it, Sharon.
Would you be able to consider? Would you consider yourself a criminal? Is it?
Me?
Yes.
No, I've
Okay,
done
thank
criminal
you.
That before.
All right.
But I haven't done none of that
Thank you.
stuff that I'm naming.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that answer.
Wait, but hold on, but that's not to correlate, because none of the stuff I just named is anything that I've done. I've never belonged to a gang. I've never set anybody up and drugged them to be robbed. I never sold drugs. None of
I
that
got
stuff.
you. So what I'm saying is that she probably did criminal activity, and as in the past 10 years, she's definitely not a criminal. Without a doubt, in the past 10 years, you cannot call her a criminal. It's not possible.
Oh, okay. So is she a reformed criminal?
She's not a criminal at all.
The superintendent only missed it by 5 years, y'all.
So if Malcolm X is not a criminal, right? He's been to jail. He done a lot of criminal activity when he was Chicago Red and all that, but nobody considered him a criminal. So again, this is why people don't know how to articulate a point. So if you are living your life a certain way for the past 10 years, it is no way I could call you a criminal. But
wait a minute.
some people just want to paint a narrative so fucking bad that they don't even realize. They don't even realize the dumb shit that they say. This is why I want them to go ahead and explain their point. Because if Cardi B is a criminal, then therefore we're gonna have to say Malcolm X is a criminal, which nobody would say he's a criminal. It doesn't make sense because you once did something once upon a time, but you change your life for the better and you are improving on your community, whatever it is that you're doing more productive things with your life for a stint period of time. We cannot now still call you a criminal. Is what I'm getting at.
When you talking to win, again, when you talking to win, you're not gonna be solid. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna speak with the spirit of confirmation bias. You're not gonna be solid. You know what I'm saying? This is why Sharon ain't solid. This is why he's such a shaky dude. He's not solid, right? First, he was saying that the guy, because of the skewing of the criminal stats and stuff, the guy make Black American men look bad. He was trying to pull is in with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he making us look bad, right? Then no, people he gonna say Cardi B is not a tether. When Cardi B, if nobody knows her background, would assume that she's a black woman, and that would make her making black women look bad. On the same, it's like, look, man, I'm telling you, when somebody's arguing to win and not to have a genuine conversation, the shit is not going to be consistent.
And
But
just pull it up, because I don't know what he's talking about. So there's a thing called Google. In the last 10 years, Cardi B faced criminal charges in connection with a 2018, which is 7 years ago, strip club brawl in New York, eventually pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of assault and reckless endangerment in September 22, resulting in 15 days of community service and a 3-year protective order for the victims. She was previously indicted on felony assault charges in 2019, 6 years ago, related to the incident, but accepted a plea deal. So, Cardi B is out here still active, brother. I
wasn't even referring to all of that. But
active and attractive.
If we want to call her a criminal, that's fine.
She's still active, brother. I just wanted to point that out.
That's fine. New information came. She's still a criminal.
And she makes black women look horrible.
And you literally said criminal activity. And I think she called black people roaches, black women roaches or something like that.
Something to that effect.
So then, therefore, she's a tether.
So you stand corrected is what you say. Okay, cool. Can you apologize to DJ Witch Doctor?
No, don't let him do that. I want to do what I gotta do. Don't let him apologize.
Hold on. So I'm apologizing for what?
Nothing. Witch Doctor said don't worry about it. So nothing.
No, but still, regardless.
No, he said don't worry about it. So I'm not gonna argue that.
I expect Sharon to Sharon.
Doesn't matter what he's saying, but why would you say I have to apologize?
Because you was calling the man, we both were saying criminal. She was a criminal. You called the man stupid. You called the man dumb. You said he didn't know what he was talking about. You said that he didn't have no facts, and I just showed you the facts because you tried to include me in it. That's why I showed you the facts.
No, so he proved that she is a tether by my criteria.
No, it proves that you don't know what a tether is.
Hold on. I'm just asking is a question. So by my criteria, he proved that she is a tether, right?
Don't fall for this.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
This is what he does. He's not doesn't have genuine conversation.
Oh my God, this is the crazy. Y'all keep this. Hold on. You mean to tell me the person that keep on trying to paint me in a certain way is the one that's having a genuine conversation? I still didn't say that.
You're painting yourself in a way, Sharon. That's why I'm falling back to let you paint yourself. If you talk enough, you're gonna contradict yourself every time. If you let Sharon talk enough and listen, you're gonna hear that he's full of shit.
Every chance he get, he's just talking about who I am as a person instead of talking about the topic. This is what narrative painting is.
That is not what I did every chance I got. You are actually painting a narrative.
I'm not.
You paint narratives while telling people within the narrative you painting, you tell people they're painting a narrative, bro. That's why people say you full of shit, and I'm seeing it. You full of shit, bro.
Again, this is painting a narrative.
Bro, you literally were full of shit the whole argument. What do you mean? You proved that you're full of shit. I didn't have to prove it for you. You did it for yourself.
The problem is that I'm substantiating why I'm saying what I'm saying. But you just,
bro, you're wrong. You are wrong. You're not substantiating anything. You're wrong, bro.
Okay, that's fine, right? You pulled it up. Did I say I concede to that and say she is a criminal?
You did.
Okay, so therefore I'm able to process the new information and say, oh, okay, that's the. And these people, man, I promise you, I don't know why they have an issue with just being honest. I'm still sticking to the topic.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Again, this is crazy to me. I'm talking to the topic regardless, and I'm holding on my point of view of the topic. If I'm getting proven wrong, then I would change my point of view on that said thing, and I did it in real time just now.
Got you. Let me show you
at the beginning, I said the word tether is forever moving and changing. And he argued with me that it isn't. Like, look, man, he's the one that professing to be smart. You know what I'm saying? And all of these, he got superior intellect and he's a fucking idiot. Like, listen to this dude. Just because somebody's loud and they aggressively arguing, that don't mean what they're saying is right. Like, y'all pay attention. After this, y'all pay more attention to what Sharon's saying and take your filters down when you're listening to this dude. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
And look, this is supposed to be.
Did he talk to the topic?
Huh?
Bro, what the fuck? What are we doing? I was just talking to the topic, and you asked I'm not. I don't gotta talk to the topic.
Listen, you was talking about me. I ain't say nothing, and you was disrespecting me the whole time. I ain't say a word. Was he just talking?
And I give you the same respect you give me, nigga. The fuck? I don't owe you more respect than you give me at all. No day in the year, no day of the week, I don't owe you more respect than you give me at all.
Was he talking about me or was he talking about the topic?
Both.
How was he talking about the topic?
Because what he was stating was he was saying that his whole premise from the beginning was that the definition of tether keeps moving throughout the conversation.
Pause there.
Controlling the narrative. Right? Y'all pay attention.
Because it didn't move.
But listen,
he actually proved. So the reason why it didn't move, because he proved that my definition from the beginning is what she is by saying that she's a criminal, and if she's a criminal, then she is considered a tether. And I say, yes, I was wrong about her being a criminal because my argument was that she was not a criminal. That was my argument about Cardi B, and it was proven that she is a criminal.
Okay. Yo, in the back, Cardi B, look, check out this. This is Cardi B's alleged grandfather right there. So you see, she is a black Hispanic. She's a Afro Latina. Yeah, it don't get too much darker than that man right there. Just for the record.
That's her grandfather.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
You can see the nose though. You can see the nose and the head.
I can't see.
And also, she's related
to. You can see shit.
Let me blow it up on my side.
She also related to Glorilla too, as well.
Dang, y'all moved it.
Stop playing. In real life?
Yeah, they found out that they was related. But
okay, thank you.
Yeah, why you say that's not her grandfather, Reese? That is her grandfather. That's allegedly supposed to be her grandfather.
I guess.
Hey, her parents. Listen, her parents are.
Where her
Her
parents
mother
at?
is. Her mother. Her mother is not that dark, but there's different pictures
And
of
her
her
daddy's
mother though.
not neither.
And even though she light skinned, she got like black features, like her lips, her nose. Sure, she got her lip done, but even before, you know what I'm saying, you could tell that she got black features. You know what I mean?
I think this is
Okay,
her
so
mom.
she's got one, meaning she doesn't speak negatively about the black, culture, but she is a criminal. And she's got a different, they be speaking their little shit, you know what I'm saying, when they get around each other. So they definitely got their own culture. So ah
I
again,
think
is it
this is her
about
mom right here.
both of them? Is it about criminality and the attitude? Is that what it's about? Both of them now? If they have a negative attitude towards
She's
black
talking to
men,
you, Sharon. She's talking to you, brother.
mhm,
She's asking
and
you. She's not
they're
asking me.
causing crime and misrepresenting people. I mean, is it like a combination of those two? Is that what a tether is?
This is insane to me.
Oh.
So
But her
I
mother, a
guess I
picture
don't.
of
I
her
guess I
mother is
don't
in the
listen
back.
a
either.
tether is somebody
I
that
don't
act,
think you
Gotta
insane
keep it
ever.
up,
somebody
but
that's acting as if they black, assimilate with our culture, and then talk down on black people's plight and situations in America. Nobody considers Cardi to be black. The criminal thing, I try to explain why you can use it, and I said we should add it to it. Izzy's the only one that caught it, but I just entertained the conversation so we could just keep it moving down the line, and it is fine. And I explained why we should use it, but that doesn't mean that it is a part of the definition. The definition is the definition. Most people believe that once somebody is from the Caribbean descent and they talking down on black people's plight in America, strictly America, that is a tether. They're usually trying to make confusion about what black folks are or not. That's the issue. They try to call us
So
slaves. They
this
try to
is why
call us
this. Go
criminals.
ahead. This is why this is so confusing. Now he's saying if somebody's from the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm telling y'all, look, man. I don't know if y'all could see it. I'm not trying to paint nothing, but like, come on, y'all gotta be seeing it. I don't even want to say what y'all gotta see, so it's something like I'm painting anything, but y'all gotta see. Y'all gotta call bullshit when y'all see that shit.
So call it out. If you see what I said is untruthful, then call it out. What's the untruthful part of what I'm saying?
You keep moving the definition.
I
Now you
asked you, what
saying,
is the untruthful thing? I
yo,
said,
could you shut the fuck up? Let me answer, bro. What
well,
the
then
fuck
answer
you
the
doing,
fucking question.
bro? You don't, bro. Like, yo, it get worse than my. Bro.
Speak up. Speak with your chest, bitch ass nigga.
Whoa, wait.
All right, then.
and then we wonder how it gets personal.
We only got 11 more
Yeah,
minutes.
nigga,
Y'all want to
act
read
up.
the? Let's read
Just
the
think,
super chats. Let's read the super chats. We about to shut it down. Let's
Whispering
read
under
the.
his fucking breath like a
Between me and you, who's more pussy?
you.
Put a poll in the chat. Between me and you, who's
The
more
person
pussy?
that
Let's
whisper
be
under
real, bro. Like
I
I
tell
be
you,
sparing you,
the
bro.
person
Let's
that
be
whisper
real, bro.
under his breath.
Let's be real, bro.
The person that whisper under his breath is pussy.
Stop
Straight
trying to
up.
listen under my breath,
Speak with
you
your
bitch
fucking
ass
chest.
nigga.
Why your lips getting white, nigga? You press, pussy.
Stop looking at my lips. I don't even know what color is your
I
lips,
want to
nigga. The
punch it, nigga.
fucking
That's why,
he's
nigga.
a
If I had a
weird
rock,
ass
I'd
dude,
throw it
bro.
right at your face.
Bro, I'm telling you, real whole life, you're a very nice guy. You a family guy. You a nice guy, Sharon. I
Absolutely.
don't know all this tough guy shit. I don't know if you feel inadequate that you gotta overcompensate. I don't gotta do none of that shit in real whole life.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right, let's read the super chats.
Super
We about to
chats.
close down so shortly. Let's read the super
Nick,
chats.
where we at, man?
We at Truckee Yell's comment $2. He always show love. Then we did Brosi. So we had Truckee Yell's $5 comment.
That's what I
They
figured.
they ain't no different. They all okay. We read that one. Shout out to Truckee Yell. Appreciate you, man. Big Giz. Salute to Big Giz.
And shows her the Planet Fitness. He said Sharonda. That exactly. Planet Fitness. I appreciate you. He said Sharonda, and he's referring to Sharon actually. He said Sharonda is so full of it, and he never liked to lose or be wrong. It's sad. Very emotional and hypocritical as a man who claims to be an example. I don't see Sharon as the, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Sharon is a man, but I don't see him as the example of a man, you know what I'm saying? But show so do you Planet Fitness. He also said he argues like a woman who doesn't want to get caught selling her food stamps to buy bundles and a bag of Cheetos. I appreciate you, Planet Fitness, for the support. Appreciate you.
Hey, salute to everybody that came through, everybody that sent us money. Yo, we appreciate it.
Though. She is funny though.
Who?
Planet Fitness. She funny.
I don't think that's a woman. Is that a woman?
I don't know. I never. If it's a woman, my bad. Planet Fitness. I'm never seen you on a panel.
You can tell how the person types that's a woman. Like,
no,
seriously.
No, I don't think Planet Fitness is a woman.
Planet Fitness is definitely a woman. This is
the grammar is too
good.
good.
If you can't recognize how women writes is insane to me.
Oh,
all you gotta do is hear how he read it. It sounded just like a bitch.
Wow.
Straight up.
Wow. Hey, shout out to wow.
Thanks for everybody coming through, man.
God bless y'all. Good night. We appreciate y'all coming through and kicking it with us. Yo, this has been a hell of a show. I'm glad I didn't get into it.
I know. Good job, Izzy. Good job.
I'm staying out of it. I'm not getting into it no more, man. Because I look back and I don't want to look crazy no more because it looks crazy.
It sounds like I'm next, but oh fuck, I don't want to be. So like everybody has their turn on this show. I hope it's not my turn next time. But shouts out to everybody that came through.
You don't never have to have a turn, Lauren, if you don't want to. Shout out to Trucker Yell. Thank y'all so much for coming through, for supporting the show. I really appreciate it. Shout out to AS. Shout out to JD1975. The Trucker Yell held us down tonight. Shout out to Living Humbly. Yo, to Romello 747, Badcod, to Uncle Streaming, the Rogue C, to Planet Fitness. To Romello 747, Bancod, the Big Giz. Yo, thank you to everybody. The Lockhart Perspective, I appreciate you, sister. The Lockhart Perspective came through. Said Cardi is from an island that's split, right? It's Haiti and Dominican Republic. So what does it mean that he is that complexion? Did we forget the origin of Haiti? Well, did we? No, we didn't. We didn't, sister. We didn't. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much, the Lockhart Perspective.
And show so to Planet Fitness. I'm not sure. They're saying that you a she, so don't no disrespect Planet Fitness, right? But Planet Fitness said Sharonda. Damn, that is crazy, bro. That is wild. I don't know, but Planet Fitness saying Sharonda like his ass played with. Look, man.
Yeah, usually girls don't talk. Usually girls don't talk like that. I'm just saying. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my co-host. Shout out to everybody. And we out of here, man. We out. We good.
Oh shit.
We good.